Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Animal. I am the prehistoric farmer, and yes, I'm back. I was having internet issues yesterday. For some reason, it would not allow me to get on at all. I was having issues all day. I tried playing other games. I tried doing some stuff. I played last night a little bit. I played a little bit of Ark with Chops because I wasn't sure if I was gonna hold up. So I jumped on and I played for a couple hours with him. It was pretty stable, pretty stable. I would say we'll be back with Ark tonight, but today is Tuesday, and we have a very cool thing going on tonight. I'm gonna be on a guy's podcast or whatever it is, farm show thing here on YouTube this afternoon tonight. So if you guys are on and all that jazz when it happens, feel free. I'll make sure that I get a link posted over to my what do you call it, to my Discord, and I'll post a link in my Facebook post, or my not Facebook but my YouTube posts area. I'll try to post a link there too if it'll allow me to. You know what I mean? If it does, then we'll get that done. We'll get it taken care of, and we'll get on the ball. Oh, I lost a couple. Well, yeah, losing a couple subscribers is understandable. I was not here yesterday. It's understandable. It happens. That it does. Gotta get this all shared out. What's going on, KSA? Welcome in. How are you doing today, buddy? How is your day going? Hopefully, you're all doing good. Hopefully, everybody else is doing good too. Yeah, I tried to stream yesterday. I tried for an hour and a half, and it just kept telling me, "Nope, sorry, can't can't connect." So I was really bummed. I even tried doing a single style stream where it was just one side, not the multiple sides. The dual stream. I couldn't do anything yesterday. I couldn't even play Call of Duty, man. That you want to talk about bad? So how's everybody doing today? Anyway, you guys got anything going on today? It's Tuesday. Oh, like I was saying, I have an interview tonight on a channel at 9:30. Hopefully he'll stop into the stream today for a few minutes. Oh man, this weather sucks. Ugh. I'm gonna be delivering some milk today, buying a farm. Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff I gotta do. Oh, did I not? I didn't. That was the wrong button. So, man, so what'd you guys do this weekend? Sorry, like I said, I wasn't able to stream yesterday. You guys do anything fun over the weekend? I tried. I went and did some glass cutting, did stuff like that. Trying to figure out this new. Well, cause I'm used to doing art. I used to draw a lot. I used to do all that cool fancy stuff with the pencils. All the shading. I did tattoos when I was younger for a living to make money. So I've been working on some glass art. So I've been getting into that. If you guys haven't seen that, you guys should check that out. I think it's pretty neat what I'm trying to do. Trying to do. You know what I mean? It's just fun. It gives me something to do on the side when I'm not doing my streams, and it allows me to really take something that I learned how to do as a kid, which was drawing and stuff of that sort, because I was really into art, and I just blew up with it, man. Yeah, actually, here, let me kick this over because I'm in the process of trying to share the stream out, getting all these tags and all that stuff added to it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Hornet? Welcome in. Oh, that's your name, Jesus Lord. I don't know. I was just like, what? How you doing? How you guys doing, man? Sorry about that. I was like, what is that? Now I'm just trying to get my stream shared out. I'm the only one awake right now. My wife's sleeping, and usually, like in the afternoons when she's up, she'll help me share the streams out. But in the morning, it's all me. So I've got Facebook, I got YouTube, I've got the X, I got so many places to share it. It's unreal. So, if you guys could help out and share it somewhere, I would very much appreciate it, and I would actually stop sharing it out. Now, if I could get a couple people every morning that could give me a hand doing that, I've got a couple moderators. I need to talk with them, see if they'd be willing to do that, and if so, then I might be able to work something out with them. You know, not every month, but maybe once or twice a year, I might be able to do something for them. All right, I think we're in. Okay, let's go, fellas. So, how's everybody doing? What you guys got? Anything fun going on your sides of the farms? Oh my God, my cow poo got up there, man. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I don't got very many cows in here. We got some. It's dark right now. I've got a harvesting job going, so I got to go. We're gonna go jump over there. I really don't like doing the harvesting jobs at night, but I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? So let's get this taken care of. Okay, you are star. God, I hate electric vehicles, man. I just can't hear them. It's sad when you can't hear them running, man. All right, let's go dump this guy real quick because this is the soybeans. There's $100,000 job I want to take. Actually, do I have room for it real quick? Let me see. I've only got two. That's a cultivating job. Ooh. I didn't borrow anything for that cultivating job. Yeah, I sent my own guy down there. Okay, no, that's really good. That's really good because I can go like this, right? I can go. Thank you for that $88,000, my good sir. You were fantastic to work for. But we got this other. Oh, Uncle Benny, man, why didn't you just put me onto the job right from one to the other? What's going on, Ghost? Yeah, you guys, I'm getting started a couple hours later than normal. Like I said, I ended up staying up for a few hours playing some Ark with the other moderator there. He was on last night playing. I was like, man, yeah, I'm gonna play, dude. Let's play. So I ended up playing, and I think I was on till almost 1 o'clock. So yeah, a little bit later than I wanted to be, but that's all right. All right, so I'm going just straight down, right? Straight down. Where's my guy at? He's right up here. Okay, let's jump over here real quick. No, actually, set destination, because this is awesome. And I'm gonna park you right here, bud. Right at the end of the goddamn road. And then I'll be down there to join you in a jiffy. Get him down there. I'll get the one that I had rented. We'll put that, or borrowed. I'll put that on there with the AI running it, and I will run that one on my own. Dust bunnies without internet? Oh, I seen something about that yesterday. She'd posted. That sucks, man. Hopefully she gets it going. Oh, hey, yeah. So, hmm. I'm gonna be getting an art book that's got like all the silhouettes and everything that I need in it for all that cool stuff. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, I've been working on some glass etching art pieces that I'm trying to work on. You guys get a chance, go check out the last one that I posted that's open to the public. That's got it's got a piece in it that I'm working on. It's a Halloween piece. I'm working on it for myself, but you know, I got some things that I'd like to do to it, but I'm just kind of on the if about, because I would like to add some uh whoa, some I'm gonna add a moon to the top left corner of my Jason Voorhees glass etching piece that I'm working on. But then after I'm done, right, I'm gonna tape the back of the glass off, and I'm gonna paint the back of it black, except for where the moon is at. Where the moon's at, I'm gonna go through with like some grayish and silverish colored spray paints, and I'm gonna try to make the etched moon have like the real moon color to the back of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm hoping for that one. I've got more work to do on that guy altogether. When it's all said and done, I got a lot more to do to him for myself. But I'm working on this piece as like because I'm a big Jason Voorhees fan. Like, if I had my camera on right now, you'd see I got not a lot, but I got like a few like Jason stuff things behind me. I got a mask. I've got some beanies. I actually got a big old tattoo on my back right shoulder of him. Like, I absolutely love Jason Voorhees. When it comes to movie serial killers, man, he's the best. Nobody better. But so yeah, I'm trying to work on some other things. I'm trying to get trying well, I need to buy a printer. The printer that I had took a crap on me. It won't even print anything out, even in a light gray color. You know what I mean? Like, it's junk. I ended up throwing it away a couple of days ago. I couldn't get it to print with a brand new ink in it or nothing. So I gave up, man. I was like, you know what? Forget all this jazz. So the beginning of the month, which I don't like to rush working on even my own art piece. Like, when I hand draw my own art, I don't like to rush stuff. But if I want to get anything made up, like if anybody wanted anything like done for like a Halloween style glass piece with a Jason or a Michael Myers or a Ghostface or Killer Clowns from Outer Space type stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty much gonna be stuck. I would be stuck having to rush now, and that's really irritating, because if my printer would have worked, I would have already had Michael Myers already done. I would have been working on my ghost face piece that I wanted to do. What's going on, Belle? I got this big, huge, round glass piece, smoked glass, that I'm either going to do either A, the Ghostbusters symbol on, because I'm a big Ghostbusters fanatic, or I'm going to put my logo on it, where you see the dude with the dinosaur and stuff. I'm going to etch that into it. So I haven't really decided which way I want to go on that, but I do know that when I go with it, I want it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely want it to look good and everything. Plus, I want to work on some art pieces for mm, uh, the kids. You know, are you serious? My video's not just a minute. I don't take kindly to that, man. I gotta take care of that like now. Oh, I went from like 20 people down to one. Oh well, my bad, fella. Sorry. That's what happens when I rush, man. I rush for people to get there, and then people can't just wait five minutes. Man, people were rushing me. Oh, I hate rushing myself. Even didn't monetize anything, which I don't get that I have to go through and do that myself because I had it set up a long time ago when they first monetized me. That it was already set. I didn't have to do a thing. Now I gotta go in, as long as it's not a short, I have to monetize everything on my own. So ridiculous, man. Just plain crazy. Now, hopefully that worked. Okay, cool. Cool. And I know I haven't shared this in enough places to say so. So, yeah, if you guys can, grab a link, share it for me. Very much appreciate it. You guys are epic. Man, get out front of my house, man. God. They just don't never... Wait. Oh, I forgot about that, man. Well, Russian, you know, Russian in life is no fun, man. It's like that one guy saying, man, Russian to life's no fun. Oh, I can't get across this? Bah, humbug. Humbug. Watch me. Watch me. I'm a beast. I'm getting... Okay, I'm not getting it. I got it stuck. Okay, I got it stuck. My bad. My bad. Oh, I got my shoes wet. The old lady told me never get my shoes wet. My feet stink. Keep those stinky shoes out of my house. Man, I can't believe that. Man, honestly, I thought it ended there and I was going to be able to cross. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I don't. It's all good, man. That's mine. That's mine. They can't have it. I get back over here, my Johnny. Man, which one did they give us again for that? Okay, they gave us the big blue with a Johnny. Are you serious? Big blue with a Johnny. Alright, well, blue and green, I mean, they fall under the same color scale, technically, if you think about it. And if you think about it really hard, you realize that blue isn't a true natural color. And you can ask, but animal, what do you mean? Go to any native indigenous group, right, and show them the color scale, and show them blue, and ask them what it is. It's not blue to them. It's not blue. Your mind is made to see the color blue. It's actually a form of green. And they'll tell you, that's not blue, man, that's green. They'll tell you every time. Don't know where you're getting blue from. That's green. The oceans ain't blue. That's weird. The sky technically ain't blue either, then, no? But it's weird. I never understood that. Oh yeah, no, they don't see blue. Well then, how the heck? You know? That's just like the little blue light, I guess, supposedly was almost not invented because it was so hard to make. That little blue LED light that you guys see on stuff, the little blue blinking light, yeah. That was like one of the hardest lights, I guess, one of the hardest colors of lights to ever make. And they made it on accident, supposedly. Yeah, it's freaking weird. Now, how much of that's actually true, who knows? I mean, when I see blue, I see blue. I see green, I see green. So, you know. Some quack job somewhere was like, that's all green, man. Which, I mean, in respectfully, and I mean, in the color scale, they are technically right next to each other, or should be, right? At least they were at one time. I believe they were at one time when I was little. Always thought blue was right next to green. And vice versa. Same way around, right? We get into a talk about very many stuff here, man. That's just how it goes, you guys. But remember, you guys, smash that like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Tell them to come check this weirdo out. That's right, I just kind of do what I do here, man. Wait, where are you starting? You're starting up here. So that means you're just going to go back and forth. So that means I can go to the other end. Oh, dude, this is a big field. What was I thinking? I screwed up. I'm not going to lie. I screwed this one up, man. Oh. And not like screwed it up in a bad way, but I screwed it up, man. I shouldn't have. I should have waited till morning time and then took this. Because I'm literally going to put these guys to work. And I hate working in the dark. And I know a lot of you guys hate watching people work in the dark. So I'm going to jump to the morning time, man. Well, no, I better not. No, I better not. Better not. Never mind. I'd love to, but I'm not opening that can of worms yet. Not ready to do that type of fishing. And I don't mean those fishing jobs from Skyrim either, where you gotta go break in somebody's house and steal something. Man, I really want to buy Oblivion. I used to have Oblivion for my old Xbox and stuff like that, so I really want to buy it. I want to get that game back, man. That was a good one. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. It was a great game. Great game. Don't act up, man. Just pull. Yes, this is FS25. The Fields family. Welcome in. Good morning to you. Or afternoon, whatever time it may be for you. Could be 8 for you guys. I mean, who knows? Never know. How you doing today? I got a lot of energy today. I'm very talkative. It's not a bad day. I woke up. It wasn't raining out all night. My bones don't hurt. I feel almost 100%. What I would have when I was 25, I guess. Down here chilling, playing some games, getting our fields done, trying to let our milk production build up because, you know, I'm the milkman and I got to deliver my milk. Got all them kids out there that we left behind just to go be the milkman, you know. I'm joking, but still. That's what we're here to do. I got tons of cows. I got some, what are those? Buffaloes. I got all different kinds of stuff going on here. Not really a bunch. I mean, I do got a couple of sheep, though. I don't really know why I bought those. I guess I just wanted a couple of sheep with my goat so they didn't feel so lonely. We know that ain't a possibility on here. I mean, unless they make it to where they can feel lonely, and then we're screwed. But you know. Today's a fantastic day, though. Fantastic day. How's it bad? Oh, you want to get it bad? Okay, sorry, I wasn't understanding it. Like I thought you meant you won't get it. It's so bad. Okay. I mean, I love it. I mean, I played FS22 for what 2.5 years. I think it was, and I mean, honestly, okay, my very first time playing Farming Simulator was, man, I put on my cruise control so I could slide back for a second. I was FS 25, was FS 22. My first map, I can't remember what the map was. I think it was that the very first map that you start off on Farm Simulator, because I started it on stream. I was having issues with a game that was supposed to release back in 2023, right? It was supposed to release on October of 2023, and was it 20? Yeah, October 23. So I've only been playing for 3 years. I've been playing, barely been playing Farm Sim, barely 3 years, almost two, maybe a hair over two. Because October of 2023, which we're coming into October 2025 now, so it'll be almost 2 years. I originally played Ark Survival Evolved, well, Ark Evolved, and Ark Ascended came out in October of 2023, and they were supposed to release to, all the systems. PlayStation got screwed over, and at the time, that's what I played on, was just PlayStation. I didn't even have a PC at the time, and it ended up screwing me over. I had bought, I was waiting, for it. I was ready for it. It didn't end up coming out till like November, right? So when they did that to me, it really made me mad. So I was like, well, I'm going to find a game, I'm going to find something to play. And Farm Sim 22 was free on my PlayStation. I was like, you know what? I grew up on a ranch. My granddads were both farmers and farm hands. This isn't going to be nothing, right? I jumped in. We weren't into the stream a half hour, and I don't remember what I was doing, but something just clicked and I was just like, dude, I love this game. I love this game. And then the next week I turned around, I spent $300 to buy the whole rig and everything. Bought a wheel, everything. Hello. Welcome in. How are you doing this morning? Sorry, I can't read your name. I would love to say that's Russian, maybe. I don't understand it. But hello, good morning. Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a great day. Yep. Farming Simulator. Yes, sir. But yeah, like I fell in love with it within like a half hour. I was just like, I was giddy giggling even on stream. I was like, I'm stuck, man. Like I can't foresee me not playing this game. And then I really got into it, about a year and a half ago. My channel wasn't doing great, and I don't know, something with this game just clicked, and I went from a little over 600 subscribers or 700 subscribers, something like that, to 1,600 subscribers in the last, 1,000 in the last year. So it's slow, but it's going, and it's picking up. And, like, everybody just, it's a great side of the community over here. I love it. So, what can I say? I'm enjoying myself. We don't get a lot of rude, vulgar people in here. And when we do, the few moderators that I got jump on it, take care of it in a quickie. So I liked Farm Simulator 22. No Man's Land was my favorite map. Well, No Man's Land is my second favorite map. Because I actually have two maps that are my first favorite. And one would be this one right here, which is Prairie Farms, Michigan. And the other one is another Michigan map, and that's the Frankenmuth, Michigan map. Those are my two favorite maps, because obviously I'm a Michigander myself, so I'm a fellow Michigan man. But the No Man's Land, because of the freedom that you have, I really wish the guy would have added in the ability to use the jackhammer and stuff like that to break the rocks to get them out of there, because that was the only thing I found with that map that really bummed me out. And I'm hoping that I don't know if they're going to, but if the mod guy that created that, if they bring that back, I would love to see them change that up and make it so that we can break all the rocks that are in the map, even the big ones, because there's that one spot in the top left corner where it's got like a mountain, not like a mountain, but like a little hill with a bunch of rocks on it. and that's cool. But I'd like to be able to break them up so that I can adjust it and fit my house or my buildings in there to make it look a little bit more, you know, rocky, hilly looking type. You know what I mean? And so not having the ability to do that really bummed me out. But that's technically that's like that's like my second favorite map. Because Michigan, to me, Michigan is just Michigan, so I just wrap them both into one, even though they are separate maps. You know what I mean? You guys get the gist. I'd love to see more maps come out. They have a third map for Michigan, but it's more of it's a fake map. Ew. Ew, yuck. Dude, really? No. Sorry. Don't get me wrong. I live in Elma, Michigan. Not Elma, Missouri. And no. No, I don't like that map. That is one map and the only reason I do not like it is because if you go on YouTube and you look up Elma, Missouri Farming Simulator, you will find like 13 to 1400 videos and probably 6 or 7 people that are live streaming it right now. That's just how overworked that is, right? And being that I'm an adult and this is an adult channel, okay? Imagine your wife goes to work every night, but the work she goes to do is where hundreds of people are touching her. And then she comes home to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's just no fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want something that's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway on. You know what I mean? I don't want something that everybody's played. And that's exactly what Elma, Missouri is. Elma, Missouri has been so overplayed. That thing's been put away so dry that not even the Tui girl is going to get that thing going again. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, people have killed that map by overplaying it. Like, don't get me wrong, Elma, Missouri is cool. But Elma, Missouri also got their name like 40 or 50 years after the town that I lived in got its name of Elma. So, to me, it's just a copycat town. So, and that's just the second reason why I won't play it. I'm just like, yeah. But like, no, it's just been overplayed. I mean, it's like going to the Sahara Desert with a swimsuit and expecting to get wet. You know, it's just not gonna happen. What's going on, Official Inc? How you doing? Like, it's just, yeah. There's another one too that I've seen people play so much that it makes me sick. Like, I can't even look at the map. It's just like ew, yuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember what map it is. But yeah, that's the number one map that you'll never catch me playing it, man. No, I live in Elma, Michigan. Alma. Elma, Michigan. I'm a Michigander. Hello, Lisa. Welcome in. Walter White. I like that name. He's wearing mighty tighty whities and he's smuggling plums. I like that. I like that thing when Walter White steps out and he's in his underwear. Yeah, no. It's Alma, but it's pronounced Elma, not Alma. You get the all from having two L's. If you have one L, it's an L sound. I hate it when people say, "Oh, Alma." That's not Alma, dude. Like, did they not teach you proper grammar or what? It's Elma. The A and the L together with one make an L sound, an EL, an L sound. I don't know why, but even my old literature teachers back in the day would tell you the same thing. An A and an L make an L sound. Two L's make an all sound. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know if the proper grammar just was lost on people when a lot of them like to say that on their videos. It makes me sick to hear them say it because it's like, I want to go in and correct them and tell them that's not how you properly say it. Must we take you back to grammar 101? But I don't do that to them. I done that to one guy on his channel, and it made so many of the people mad. I was like, look, if you guys can't understand the proper English language and you have lived here your whole life, maybe you need to get a hold of an English teacher and have them re-educate you a bit, because some people are off on how they're talking and saying stuff. My grandparents put me through English like that stuff back, because I was real bad when I was a little kid. I wouldn't try to sound words out properly. I just try to mash them together. Oh yeah, my grandparents drilled that crap in me. I even have 2 different forms of that old hooked on phonics. Oh yeah, man, they put me through the ringer on that as a little kid. It's not. I try to be as proper as possible, but I find myself slipping. You know, even after 40 years, I still find myself slipping back to. You know, it is what it is. But now, man, I'm waiting. I'm hoping to find, like, I'm looking for a map for next month. Unlucky bird. Well, unlucky bird, you flew into a farming simulator stream, my guy. Or my chick, whatever you may be. I'm not gonna assume that you're either or. Unlucky bird. Could be anything. I mean, I've had a few unlucky birds run into the side of my house. Had a pet owl for about a day. Till I realized it died because it broke its neck when it ran into the wall. Oh. No, this is not cars. This is tractors and semis and harvesters. Oh my. No, that owl though. I remember my parents calling what do you call it, the DNR or whatever, to get them to come to take it and whatnot. And when they came to pick it up, that's when they was like, yeah, you know, this thing, poor thing, ain't gonna survive it. Its neck on the wall. Oh man, not good. Well, that's neither here nor there, but you know, I mean, hey, to me, when you guys are on the other side of the thing, I don't personally see your face, so I could care less what you are. You know what I mean? You could be blue, black, green, or purple. To me, I don't care. On here, I'm just here to have fun and produce videos that people like. You know what I mean? I just don't want some people to feel offended. Are there not? I mean, I don't know about Easter eggs. I haven't personally come across anything in this game. I mean, a lot of it just seems to be like, if you've played FS22 at all, it's just got a lot of the same stuff from that. I wouldn't really say there's any Easter eggs. The only way I mean, like on personalized maps, there might be Easter eggs that people may have put in their maps for people to see. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure if Farming Simulator has really done like any Easter egg stuff for like from any of their other games. That, like, you know what I mean? I'm not sure on that. I haven't really ever paid attention to it when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, if I come across something that's pretty cool, you know, then I might take a couple minutes to look at it or whatever. Be like, oh yeah, cool, and then move on. But like, no, I haven't really found any Easter eggs or anything like that. I don't even think I've seen any videos about people finding Easter eggs of sorts for this game from any other game or franchise. Could be wrong, but then again, I don't go look. The ending for this game, I wouldn't really say there is an ending. I mean, because I mean, there really isn't an ending. I mean, if you're a trophy hunter or an achievement hunter like I am, that's really like the main end of your game. Really, I guess is once you get all the achievements and trophies, and you 100% completed the game. But now I've never really played this with having an end in sight. Like each month I'll do a different series. Like last month and this month I'm doing, because last month I was having severe issues with my internet not working properly, so I decided to extend it to this month as well. So I'm doing cow farming, dairy farm. So I'm doing that. The 1st of October, I'm gonna be switching over to another map for the Halloween season, because I'm an October baby, so October is my month. I'm a Scorpio all the way. A few days before Halloween, so it's my jam. So I'm gonna be looking into getting like mods that I can add, not like anything weird, but like will give us like the little pumpkin stuff or little ghosts hanging from the trees. But I am looking to do a scary map type thing for the month of Halloween, kind of give that edge to it. 3, 4, and 5 platinum, very nice. So I played the first two God of War games, but that was all I ever played of them, and that was back on the original. Was it the original PlayStation? Could be wrong. No, it wasn't PlayStation. I think it was my Xbox. Was it my place? No. Well, because they're a PlayStation game, right? God, what was it I played that on? I played the first two. I can't remember. Was it my PlayStation or my Xbox? I don't know. I wouldn't say I was a spoiled kid, because I wasn't. I had every system I ever owned as a child. I worked my butt off for. So I don't remember which system it was on. But yeah, I've played the first two games from start to finish. I didn't like trophy hunt them and stuff back then, because back then I really wasn't into like that. I am now. I really love going for trophies in video games. But being that I'm on PC now, it's so much harder for me to get them, because it's just weird. See, that's what I thought. I just couldn't remember, like, I couldn't remember what I was playing on back in the day. Alright. Yeah, because I know I've played the first two. 'Cause I remember in the first one of the bosses was a Hydra. I think that was like the second or third boss you come to was the Hydra in the first one. No, I think he's the first boss. Is the Hydra. Is a Hydra in the first one. And my brother, I remember I going over to my dad's house the weekend that they bought it for my brother. I think it was like a month or two, out for like a month or two by the time that he had it. And my first time playing it, like I said, I showed up. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right after school on a Friday. And my little brother, he's like 6, 7, or whatever it was. He's like, "Hey, I can't beat this. Can you give me a hand?" I was like, "All right, yeah, not a problem." So I was like, let me see the controller. Let me give it a try. So he explained to me, you got to do this, or he'll get you. I was like, all right, no problem. My first try playing the Hydra, I beat it. My first time. Like, never played God of War ever. But he was like, here, Animal, beat this for me. So I grabbed the controller, beat it first time. And then that entire weekend, because I was only there from Friday to Sunday morning, from Friday to Sunday, that's all I did nonstop was played that video game from that boss on, and I beat the game in the weekend. Oh, I am. I'm 40 plus. 40 plus. I still have my original Atari. I still have my original Nintendo when it came right out the box back in the day. Sold with Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Yes, sir. It's actually sitting right to the left of me in a box right now. I just sold one of my third generation Nintendos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the first game. Yeah, dude, I played it and beat it in a weekend, man. Never played it. Never played it in that weekend. My little brother, my youngest brother says, "Animal, will you beat him for me?" I'm not gonna use my real name, but you know, I was like, "All right, sure, little bro," and I beat it, man. That game was a blast. It was fun. And then I think it was like a year later they got the second game that came out and they got it. Me and my brother, we sat there. It took me 2 weekends to beat that one because that one they made that one a little bit harder than the first one. So a couple of the bosses were a little bit rougher for me. But I specifically remember, and that's why I remember it so much because my that was the first game my brother has ever asked me for help on, and it's the first game I've ever helped anybody on. And then I turned around and when I was 10, when I was 10, my grandpa, he was a game tester for Square Enix. So when he got the new PlayStation sent to him from Square Enix, the very first PlayStation sent to him for him to do his work on, because they bumped him from any he went from testing Sega Genesis games and stuff back in the day to becoming a PlayStation person working for Sony, and well, Square Enix is who he worked for, and I remember sitting there and getting this package delivered on the spot that my mom had to sign for, and I was like, she was like, take this down to Grandpa, and I was like, all right, no problem. Take it down. It's got the big old PlayStation symbol on, right? It's massive, massive box. I get it down there. He opens it up, and he's like, "Oh, check this out, kiddo. We got our first game to be testing." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, Square Enix sent me this stuff to be a game tester." I was like, "Dude, let's go." And I was like, "Cool, Gramps. What are we gonna do?" He goes, "Well, we got this new game that we got to test out that comes out next year." I was like, "What game?" And he pulls out the package, Final Fantasy VII, a 4 disc package. I was like, "Cool, let's try it." And that was my first steps into the Final Fantasy franchise. And I'll tell you what, considering the fact that my grandpa's name is on there, is on is on their registry for being a tester, back in the day for the game. He didn't test 90% of the game that was sent to him. I did. So his name's on there for playing the game and letting the computer grab all the bits, right? He didn't do it. I did. My grandpa was one of 80 people that the game was sent to for through Square Enix back in the day to be a game tester. Yep, and I still have one of the discs left from that 4 disc copy. Can't even be played on a normal PlayStation. Yep. My grandpa was a game tester for Square Enix, but he didn't play the game. I did. I played it for him. So technically, I was the tester that tested it. So his name's there, but it was really me at 10 years old. Yeah. They're all good games. Like all those old franchises are great games. Now, mind you, Final Fantasy VII, they've done a lot of crap with that over the years, and I've kind of lost track on that. Now, the new remake to Final Fantasy VII, freaking awesome. Rock on. I played the first half. I have to buy the second half. I actually played it on stream and beat the first part of it on stream here. Yeah, I really do need to get the second part to play that. It's been a couple years. I'm a gamer at heart. Always have been, always will be. Heck, even my old Atari gets turned on at least twice a year to make sure she still stays in working order. Got an old TV to hook her to and everything. I'm an antique. I'm an antique, I say. Like the last football game that we went to, right? Because I like to be so much on time that like I like to show up like a half hour early. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to show up like if I got to be there. I don't like to show up 5 or 10 minutes early. I'll be like 20 or 30 minutes early. It's crazy. Sorry, I'm not a fan of working in the dark, you guys, but we kind of. Oh, I got an extra set of lights. Jesus. There we go. They said, let there be light, so I turned on the extra switch. Oh, you thought I was special? Clap on, clap off. That's how it works for him up top, you know what I mean? When he wants the sun to go out, he just claps his hand. I'm joking. We all know that's Chuck Norris. That's how he works. Well, see, I'm sitting here trying to share. This is why you don't text and drive, chat. Because you never know what'll happen. 1 minute you're fine, and the next minute, you're on the moon. Come on, stop missing a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. Get it turned around. There we go. So, come on, you guys. What'd you guys do this weekend, man? What'd you guys do? I was out cutting glass for my glass etching stuff that I'm trying to work on. Now I need to get a printer though. Like my printer don't work, and seems like everybody else it was all like, "Oh yeah, Animal, I got a printer, man. You can use it anytime you need, bud. Just let me know if you need something, right?" So I get a hold of all these people that told me they had printers, right? And was like, "So, remember when you said I could borrow, use the printer? Like, is it cool if I come over and run off a couple copies? I got my own paper, because I got a stack of my family's branded paper." And if you're asking what I mean by my family branded, my last name's Avery. And if you look up Avery products, you'll find that there's an Avery brand out there. I really love it. It actually used to be part of my family's thing back in the day on like my third or fourth cousin's side. They actually owned the paper company. I don't know if their family still does, but yeah, no, my grandparents got this lineage book on us, and they kept real good track of it up until about 98, 99, roughly 2000 area. That was also when my oh there was a lot of stuff going on then. By that time, my grandpa was already fully blind, completely deaf, and in a wheelchair by then. Yeah, there's a lot going on, man. Weird stuff. The weirdest thing is they got rid of everything of my granddad's because, like I said, he was a farmer. They got rid of everything except for the planter that I wanted to use at the beginning of the season. Come to find out, I'm glad I didn't use it because it's got a lot of stuff wrong with it, like the little auger system for pushing the seed up so that it goes into the respective spots to get planted and whatnot. Doesn't work right. I would have spent like $600-700 just getting it going this year. I guess they end up doing the same thing. I'm glad I didn't because I wouldn't have put that kind of money into something that wasn't personally mine. But like they kept that, right? They sold all his other tractors, and then my uncle had to go out and buy another tractor because I thought they kept his tractor. They didn't keep his tractor. They sold all his tractors. My one uncle kept one tractor, but my uncle that had like that was given everything else literally sold everything off except for this cedar. He sold off all the good stuff, I guess, by what my uncle was telling me the other day. He sold off all the good stuff and kept the worst of the worst. I was just like, "Are you serious? Like that was kind of like backwards, isn't it?" He's like, "That was way backwards." What's going on, you guys? Welcome in. Good morning, afternoon, whatever it might be for you. It's 10:45 for me. Let's go. Now we get this done. Hopefully, I have enough money to buy. I believe it's Field 12. That's right below my field that I own. Right now, I gotta check. Oh, I better go take care of that. They've stopped. Yeah, Field 12. This is the one that I want to buy. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna section it off just like how it is right here, and I'm gonna section it down, and then I'm gonna section it through here because I need sugar, right, for my little milk shack over here to make make the pretend like it's making milkshakes and all that good jazz. We gotta have sugar, right? So I can make chocolate. So I plan to section this off, cut it down. I thought about doing it up here, but I was like, no, because I need all this for grass. You know what I mean? I might even end up cutting this back some and adding it to this and making it grass because we get a lot of straw and grains off of this field alone. But if I cut it down, right, and then cut those in half, one of those filled with either sugar beets or, well, I'd prefer to do sugar beets because I have at least a piece of equipment that'll harvest that better than it does sugar cane that I'm aware of. But it's either going to be sugar beets or sugar cane. I haven't 100% decided because I'm going to look at the planters, which one does a wider girth of rows. You know what I mean? Because if I'm only planting 2 rows at a time, I'm going to sugar beets. Especially if sugar beets will plant 4 to 12. You know what I mean? Depending on whatever plant or seeder I can get. So that's my hopes, and I need 378 for that. Mind you, the 2 jobs I've got definitely going to get me that. But I also need money so that I can purchase a seeder slash planter for whatever I want to plant. and I want to buy more cattle, more head of stock. You know, more stock. We got to have more livestock, man. I got cows and buffalo in one. I'd like to rent a trailer, right, and move all my cows down to the cow barn, and then use the one barn for just buffaloes alone, and fill it all up with buffalo. So I got one making cow milk, one making buffalo milk. You know what I mean? It speeds up the process if you only have one barn making one product, as far as I'm concerned. Like, I would assume that that's how it would work in the game. I don't know if it does, but if you take all of one thing out, will the other thing produce more? You know what I mean? I don't know. So eventually I'm going to science that out. Whether it's on this map or another map in the next month or two. We'll figure it out, because I am curious. I'll do I'll do a small one, and I'll get 50-50, you know. We'll get a 50-50 head of each, you know, the buffalo and the cow in one, and then in one we'll do just buffalo, and then in another one we'll just do cow, and we'll see what happens. I'm genuinely curious to which one. Honestly, cows I think produce way faster. I've already noticed that compared to the amount of liters that we've taken in, right? So, and I mean, you know, obviously the milk, not our national leaders. Oh, I so had something for doing that right there for the leaders part. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to do voices today. I don't. I'm not that good. See, there we go. Now I'm swerving again. There's a big field. It's obvious. Yeah, this is gonna take me a bit. And you know, I was just gonna let the AIs take over on this, and I was gonna go put my dude to sleep, wake up in the morning, and come back to it. Kind of glad I didn't, because I forgot that they got time frame. You know, they're all timed, and I have not been paying attention to field one at all, as you can tell. We haven't been there since we started the stream. Let me jump over there. Now I'll let the AI run for a little bit. Yeah, I let him go, man. I walk away from him. I'm like a bad employer, or even worse, a bad parent, man. That's right, kid. Just go ahead, go over there and play. Here's a little metal stick. You see those holes in the wall? Feel free, you know. That's how I learned. I mean, I wasn't told to go do it, but I mean, that's how I learned. Paperclip. are we sitting at? 67% here. Let's get out of his way because he'll run me over in a minute. But we're at 79 total percent. That's not bad, man. This is Farming Simulator 25. Farm Sim 25, sir. You know, I like that. You like, you get that thing. It's like, hey, have you ever worked over 60 hours in a week? It's like, you sit there and you think back to like the days that you really did it. It's like, dude, I was working 16 to 18-hour work days for 5 years straight, 7 days a week. So yeah, and I definitely put in more than my 60 hours in a week. I did that. That sucked, man. The only time you get vacation time through that shop, because it was an automotive plant. It was on one of our big startups, and it turned out to be one of their best startups that they've had, for new vehicles and ever. And it just so happened to be for that stupid Chrysler model. Absolutely hate that freaking minivan. The worst thing ever, I think. Thing cost me 5 years of my life. I'm good, man. Northern Michigan. Well, central northern Michigan, whatever. But northern Michigan, United States. I know some people are like, why do they over there always say what state they're in? Because I don't know. I had somebody ask me that. Why do you say the state that you're in? Well, because the state that I'm in is bigger than some of the countries out there. I don't know. No, it's from the U.S. Northern Michigan. Just shy of, I don't know. I ain't gonna say just shy of nothing. It's a cool state. I love my state. The same state that this map is based off of. Get out of my way, man. You slow, lady. Whoa, we're gonna lose our stuff. We're not careful. I'm gonna spill the bean. Oh wait, no, these are beans. Yeah, I can say that. We're gonna spill the beans. Where you guys all from, man? Where y'all from? What part of the globe? You're in SA. What is that? I'm just curious. Like I'm not sure what you mean by SA. Like SA is in like. Hmm. Okay, I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't sure because I'm sitting here trying to think like, what what states or countries could use an SA for, and it was South Africa for one, is what I was thinking. Then I was thinking maybe like you were living in like the southern part of Arizona and you just like abbreviated South Arizona, or you know what I mean. So South America, cool, or South Africa, not South America. There was another one right there, South America. So there's a lot of little nations down there, or whatever they call them, like independent countries there, aren't there? There's a lot of them. I remember having to do a school report back in the day on, what we had to pick like a little country, country or whatever you guys call it over there in Africa, and whoa, hey, don't you, and I did, was it South Nigeria? I believe was, yeah, was it South Nigeria or Niger? South Nigeria, I believe it was. I had to do a thing on, and it was really interesting. Like stuff that I learned from that when I was younger, I was just like kind of blown away. But that's cool, man. Like I like meeting people from all over the world, man. It's awesome. It's even better for me when I can do it this way because then I have Translate there to help me because I am not good with other languages at all. I've just never been really all that great. Like I took Spanish for 3 years, and I'm with a Spanish woman, right? I still don't know Spanish. I've been learning it. I have been, I'm I'm like an old dog. Some old dogs you just can't teach new tricks to, and I've been that way since I was 10, I guess, because I took 2 years of it in sixth and seventh grade, and I could never get it. I just could never get it. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. But it's weird because like if I watch enough movies or enough TV and I hear them speak it, right? And if I look into what the words are, what they mean, and I learn the words that way, I'll always understand that word from there on out after hearing it. But like I can't learn, like I just can't learn the language for the crap, you know what I mean? It bums me out. Because my family line's been here since the late 1700s, early 1700s even. 'Cause I have an ancestor that was a pirate, an actual real pirate, like Pirates of the Caribbean type crap. And a famous story was actually wrote using him as like the builder to build off of, you know what I'm saying? So, I've already mentioned my last name once, so, and you can see it right there. So, you just look that name up with famous pirates and you'll understand. But yeah, they sunk their ship, and when they sunk their ship, they came to the United States to avoid the persecution from the Queen. And when he went ashore, him and all his followers kind of dissipated and took all the shinies with them. Now, I don't know if my part of the family bloodline comes directly from his side, or if my bloodline comes from his brother's side, because the guy had a brother, and one went to sea for the Queen, which would have been my pirate ancestor, and then the other ancestor stayed, worked Parliament, did all that stuff, and then one of his kin, one of his kids, or you know what I mean, they jumped boat and they came over through Alaska and then came down through, and once they got into Alaska, they split off and we went two different ways. Well, I know that my branch of the family came down, we came in from Alaska down in through Canada and all that jazz to get here to Michigan, and then another branch of my family went out toward California, stuff like that, which that's where my family bloodline leads into The cartoon characters that were created back in the 80s, early 90s called Tex Avery cartoons. That was actually that's actually a distant relative of mine. The people that went out to Philadelphia and created the paper company, the Avery Paper Company, they actually originated as a branch out of Michigan from my main bloodline that I'm from. But it all ties back to that. And the first ever recorded worldwide manhunt was for my ancestor too. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't drive trucks, like real trucks in real life. I don't drive trucks. I drive a car, man, in real life. And in here, in this game, I try not to really. I mean, I have a couple of vehicles, like the semi and a little tiny pickup truck somewhere that if I put anything in the back of it, it goes into stress mode, aka, and just starts shaking everywhere. You can't stop it. You know what I mean? It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. Yeah, my car starts shaking, twitching. Probably sitting over at the farm with the milk tank on the back of it right now. I know I emptied this guy out, but we're at 94%. I want to try to get a little bit more in here because I'm going to take it down and dump it. I'm trying to get it to give me the completion, so that way the rest of that's all mine. But it's soybeans, and I really ain't going to be using it for anything, so it'll just, yeah, stress mode, man. Yeah, look back at one of my shorts. Look back at like my fourth short that I made like 4 shorts ago. Like you'll see it. Like I made a short out of it. It's crazy the way this truck. It's just like you'll see what I mean, man. It starts with a T and ends with an X. That's what my truck's got. Yeah. Like go check it out, you guys. It's crazy the way I'm trying to drive and the thing just like just starts tossing me all over the place. Oh yeah, dude. I tried getting that milk down to the dairy plant. I think by the time I got there, I'd either A turned it into cottage cheese, or B we turned it into some heavy whipping cream, because I'm telling you what, I was getting whipped. Check it out. Like it was crazy. Like we shook the crap out of it. We done turned that milk to heavy cream, no joke. I could have swore to God I heard like a knock or a bang downstairs, man. I I got the dog. He's in the kennel while I stream, so I ain't got to worry about anything like that. I'm taking it down. I'm gonna try to sell it right now because I'm at 97%. No, forget it, man. Forget it. Forget it. I'm just gonna take it all, sell it. We'll make pure profit off it. Because I need money. I need the money. This one's gonna pay for that field. It should. 50. That was what, 378, something like that. It's gonna be a close one. With that and everything else add, like, it'll be a close one. Oh man, he's eating up the last little bit of it. Yeah, just give it to me, bub. Let's go. Come on, bub, get that pipe out there. Come on, man. You see me coming. He's all like, I'm gonna make him wait. The guy just assumed that I was driving a blue truck. I had to be depressed, you know. He's making fun of me over the radio. I could see it happening. Don't be so blue back there, little dude. You know what I mean? Don't ask you guys. It gets weird. Was he gonna say 97% the entire time until I go dump it? Like, they're making sure that I don't make any extra profit off it, aren't they? Man, losers. Don't you do that to me. I hate it when it starts lagging out. It can't lag out on me. I got an interview thing to do for a Farm Sim talk show tonight, man. I gotta be able to get to. Yeah, you guys keep your eyes open for that tonight about 9:30 p.m. my time. Well, definitely on my time frame for sure. 9:30 p.m. I'll be having him send me a link for it before he gets it, or as he's getting it started, so I can get it posted to the Discord. So if you guys are subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys follow me on the Discord. I always post there first before I post my streams anywhere else. So if YouTube is not working properly and you're not getting a little notification bell to ding-a-ling-ding for you, make sure you join the Discord and have your notifications turned on over there so you get the little ring-a-ding-ding there. Or you can join my Facebook too, because I post there. That's like the second or third place that I post. So, you know, I try to keep everything connected. I got a couple little pages I'm going to end up deleting, I think. Well, making a new page and then, you know, give everybody a week or two to merge to the new page before I delete the old ones. Very nice, very nice. Yep, 9:30 p.m. I'm going to be on a Farm Sim talk show. That's gonna be awesome. Never done it before, man. Never done something like that. It's kind of got me a little freaked out. Not gonna lie. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, doing this and talking to you guys, I guess it's not any different. But I guess sitting there being questioned, it's gonna make it feel different. So I don't know. We'll see how I react and how I come out of it. You know what I mean? Am I shaking nervously, sweating profusely, you know, or am I just kind of laid back and chill? I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna have the camera on and be all doing all that jazz. That's one thing as you guys see, I don't do a whole lot. Usually I only turn that thing on after I reach a certain donation amount per day, but sometimes I turn it on just because. But no, like, I'm not I used to get a lot of people to ask me to turn my camera on. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, send me $5 and I'll turn it on, because god dang, oh, that anxiety that's gonna be eating away at me while I got it on. Like, yeah, I've always wanted to be famous too, man. I don't know how I ever would have done it being younger. Getting in front of a camera like that, I get about camera shy, man. Got my hat pulled down so you can barely see my face, you know. Darkens my eyes out. I like that mysterious look to it, you know what I mean? But now with the way I'm sitting now my camera's right in my freaking face. There ain't no way hiding that. It's like, I pull my hat down, I can't even see the game then, you know. It's like, oh man, I'm in the crowd, where am I at? Don't you? Oh my god, I'm doing. Oh, in we go. Oh, I'm a little big for this spot here, man. I don't fit in that slot. Oh, back in again. Oh, come on. Come on, god dang it. Dude, I'm not letting off the gas. Calm down there, man. I got you straightened back out. Someone was trying to be rough with the blue pill. Hey. They don't like the suicide pass on the right, man. Oh, we're holding her steady this time around. He ain't getting over. He's like, he's just lane sharing. Nothing wrong with that. Woo. Oh, crap. It gave me the completion. I wasn't even paying attention. You guys, I'm just sitting here talking. Later. Alright, let's get back out to that guy, man. Well, he's doing better than I am. He's got my stuff all straightened out, don't he? Oh, it did give me enough. It did give me enough, you guys. So, no, I'll be broke. I won't be able to, the AIs won't be able to finish this. They'll be sitting down here eating sandwiches till the sun comes up. No, nope, can't do that. All right, actually, I'm gonna go like this. And which one should we? Which one? Hmm. I gotta get. Wow. I need to get a cup of coffee. Jesus. God. Can't speak for nothing. Man, that better not happen to me tonight. Make myself look like a real JA, huh? I don't need to look like that. Alright, guys. I mean, a jackass. Yaw, donkey. You know what I mean? I'll be back in a minute, guys. I need coffee, man. Like, I'm sitting here, like, needing something, man. Alright, back in a minute. You guys get to watch him. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Had to give me some of that coffee, man. Gotta keep me going. Alright, where am I at? Okay, if I hop out of him, he's gonna die. Because he's got 0 diesel in him. I messed up. Bad. Oh, hey, I got this on my... Where are we at? Oh, crap. I'm close by. Let me go help that guy. Well, I guess I went from being the milkman to being the gas man. Either way, I'm dumping loads. Wait, I don't want to be the gas man. No, I take that back. I'm not the gas man. That just doesn't even resonate well. I don't care. Just doesn't resonate. Whoa, yeah. I'm going to let him get back down here, and then we're going to load him up. We're going to get him filled because, you know, I don't want to be the gas man, though. Like, think about it, man. There's been people in history that's had that nickname put to them, man, and they were never good. They were never good. I mean, look at the dude that comes out to deliver my fuel all the time, man. He's a jerk. I swear to God, he shorts me just so he can get more in his tank when he gets home. It's probably not true, but you know. Dude, did you run out already? No, he's taking his time, man. He's like, I don't want to go down there yet. I'm making $1. He'll kick me out. I spent a lot of money to fill this tank up, man. He better hurry up and get down here. I kind of want to jump in it, kick the AI out because the AI is not buying gas. So how am I still operating? It's gonna die soon. I just don't want to drive the pickup truck across it. Yeah, I do. Really, I do. We'll let him turn around first. Trying to avoid doing extra moves that I don't really feel like I need to do, but sorry, Carl. If you were a Carl, you're gone, bud. Fired Carl, man. Didn't go get the diesel. Whoa, why are my lights so... Well, no, that's actually about the color they would have been back in the day. Yep. Pretty close. Pretty close. The old yellowed out headlights. Yeah. Them were the good old days. Back before the 1080p. All that. Now, my car that I've got, it's got those really nice, like, lights that can be on low, and they still burn your eye sockets out. Yeah. I got those type of headlights in my car. Really not a fan of them, though. I'm not gonna lie. The receiving end, that is. Driving at night with that car, oh man, it's a doozy. It's like you're on a nice Sunday morning drive. Not gonna lie, man. It just brightens the road right up. But this is the truck I was talking about, man. It gets all twitchy if I put like a thing of milk in the back of it. Dude, I get so twitchy I can't even drive this thing, man. It starts doing this weird flip-flop like thing. Can't decide if it wants to be left side Red side. Doesn't I can't decide which side it wants to be on. Gotta get my truck out of here, man. Hey, don't be doing that on me. Now my game played just fine last night. Not this game, but my art game, which is more demanding than this game is by far in every aspect. I feel. And I was able to play that game last night, just chilling. I mean, I played it for like 3 hours, sitting there playing with Chops, doing a bunch of stuff. You guys will see that stuff all go down tomorrow night over there on art. Tomorrow night, not tonight. Tomorrow night. I I don't think I got anything going on Wednesday that I'm aware of. I don't know. I'm not hiring another worker, man. Get going, get my cruise control turned on. We got the AC turned on in there, man? I hope so. My dude's turning on GPS, man. He's kicking his head back. He's gonna take a nap. He's gonna let the thing work for him. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, it won't go offline. We're good. Yeah, so for next month, I'd like to find a map that's kind of got like some scary vibes to it. So if you guys know any, like, feel free to drop them in the chat for me so I can go check them out. Because I know there's one called something called The Final Chapter, which I guess is kind of a spooky type deal. I don't know. I want to look into it. But yeah, I'm hoping to find something that's kind of got like that eerie vibe to it, like it's a Halloween theme, like, you know, sounds and crap all month long or something. That's my hopes, to find something like that anyway. Like I said, that final chapter, it sounds like it's kind of got like a little scare factor to it, but obviously probably not enough considering it's just farm sim. But throughout the month of October, you guys, I will be hopefully playing a variety of other like little like second, third rate style games. Well, Bendy and the Dark Revival stuff of that sort. Kind of got that freaky little twist to it. What game is that? We're gonna finish it this year. We finished it last year. Choo Choo Charles. We're gonna get that going. We're gonna restart from do a start to finish thing on that again. Except for I'm going to 100% complete it and get the last couple of trophies. I think I only have one trophy needed yet for that, and that's like for a paint can or something. I gotta find the last color, which I spent days looking for the last time and we couldn't find it. So I don't know. Hopefully they've had some updates to the game and I'll be able to find it. God dang it. But that was a fun game. Choo Choo Charles was awesome. I got another one called Night of the Living Dead with Ash. It's like a multiplayer game. I don't even know if people are still playing it or not. I ain't been on it in 8 or 9 months. But supposedly there's been a couple of releases this year that were supposed to be this year before Halloween anyway for one of the Bendy and the Dark Revival games that they had coming out. It's like a prequel or something like that. I'm not sure. Like a prequel or a sequel. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. But I know they got 2 of them that were supposed to come out this year. So I gotta look. I know I had them saved on Steam, and Steam hasn't said anything to me. I haven't received any like, hey, these have come up. You know what I mean? Like they do on PlayStation. So I'll check. And if they're dirt cheap, I'll probably just buy them for the old the PS5, and play them on that, so I'm not taking up room on my PC. Dude, what did I do with it? Are you serious? Where did I could have swore to God I brought that with me. Man, my head's attached, right? Okay, it's still on my shoulders. Where the heck did I put my phone? Did I leave it down in the kitchen? Really? No, I had it. I'm gonna drive myself nuts with this, you guys. Okay, it's not under my mouse. I'm not using it as a mouse thingy. Glorified mouse holder, Oh, what'd I do with it, man? I left it downstairs. I bet I did. I'm terrible, you guys. I had to make sure my head was attached, Gotta make sure it's there. Oh, dude, I don't know. Man, that's insane. Oh, well. No, it's not no well. Really isn't. That's how I keep track of my streams. I monitor them. Yeah, I don't know where it's at, man. Like, I thought I brought it with me. Like, I thought I might have, sat it, on my chair between my legs, Because I wouldn't have noticed it just, because my phone is, it's not big, but it's not skinny. So it's not like I would have really paid much attention to it just sitting there or sitting on my lap. Which, I could have swore to God I was just sharing something out a minute ago, wasn't I? No, never mind. This is where my brain's playing them tricks on me, and it's all like, no, man, you did this this long ago. I'm thinking of something that it happens. Like, there'll be times I'll have no, I just did that, and it'll be like, no, that actually was 3 or 4 hours ago type thing. No, I was sharing the stream out early. I could have swore it was after I went and grabbed some coffee, but clearly it's not. I'm telling you what, man, it's playing some serious mind games on me today. That's so weird. It's downstairs. It's gotta be. Bet you I run down there. It's down there. No, it's not. It's over there. I knew I brought it up here. I'm sitting here looking around my entire room, right, over my shoulder. Well, you know, because I can't really look over my shoulder very well. But I'm over here looking, and it's sitting on top of my fan. My box fan is purple, but my phone case is black. I didn't see it. And I looked there 3 times. Okay, I'm going to step away just real quick because I'm going to grab that. Because like I said, that's how I keep track of my stream. And I know I got a moderator in here, so I ain't really got to worry about much. But never hurts to have a second set of eyes or a third set of eyes. Keeping an eye on stuff on the side. Let me grab it. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. If you're in the chat, Chops, if you're in the chat, which I don't know if you are because you are a moderator, so I would assume that you're in my chat, at least lurking in the background, right? If you're not, what's going on? Why not? Why aren't you? But the channel name that I'm gonna be on tonight, you guys, is BDD Gaming. Is what I believe it is. I know it's BDD Gaming, so I'll double check to make sure. Like I said, I'll post it this afternoon. When he goes live, I'll share it to the channel, to my Discord. So you guys make sure you're on that. Like I said, I'm gonna be over there doing an interview tonight. They're interviewing me tonight to help me to help more people find me. I guess I don't know. It's going to be interesting now, right? I mean, nonetheless. That's nice, man. The Lions won their game yesterday. Yeah, you guys, I'm a Detroit Lions fan. Sorry if you're not. It's okay. I understand. They beat the Ravens yesterday, though, man. I missed the game, too. Like I said, my internet wasn't running where the... I'm not going to say that, but... Man, look at that Johnny, man. He's just like chatting me out over there, you little Agco product. AKA my weight. It's in my weight. I like this tractor, man. Plus, every time I see the tractor, I always think of that song back in the day that the Bloodhound Gang sung. Can't remember what the name of the song was, but you know, in there they're all like, "He's wearing mighty tighty whities and he's smuggling plums." Every time I see the white tractor, for some reason that pops in my head. This dude ain't smuggling plums though, man. He's smuggling grapefruit. It's all like take the squeeze to the bitter end. He didn't say that. Nope, didn't happen. I'm getting this build done quick, man. This is how we do it, man. Tag team. I'm glad there's only two of us because the third one wouldn't know what to do. He wouldn't know to go left or right. Have a poor AI in the center all confused. Not sure if he's supposed to do anything. I know we had one of those the other day. He just kind of was backed up to the post and just wouldn't quit backing up. He had that one song where it was just like, back the thing up, stuck in his head, and he was just backing it up, man. He wasn't going nowhere else. We got six likes on the stream. Let's go. Let's go, you guys. Very nice, very nice. Appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, it says we got 6 likes over on the short side too. Man, how many views do I have on the short side? It doesn't never tell me, and I don't get that. It's like I know I had 20 plus people, you know, right at the very beginning, because I had seen the numbers when I was on the actual PC side, right? But over here it says I've only had 16 views. That's so weird. And I know the count's wrong. I know it's way off. Like, I just don't... Like, they used to be, like, you know... Used to be so good to be able to watch that stuff and know the analytics within seconds or minutes of stuff. And now it's like... You had 21 people, but it's going to say we've only had a total of 16 in the last hour and a half. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, dude. I know better than that. But 6 likes, yeah, that's a little. I think we can get that up on the short side, you guys. Hey, if you guys haven't done it yet, if you guys are on the main format side, jump over to my short side. Smash the like over there for me. You know, help me out. I want to see each side break 30 likes. You know what I'm saying? If either side breaks 30 likes, though, I do have 5 free memberships to give away. And if you get a membership, you are able to play this game with me for the entirety of the month that you are a member. And if you can, you know, decide to keep your membership going and you renew it, then you can continue to play with us. But that's how I've got my servers set up, unfortunately. I got tired of people coming in trying to be slick Ricks and destroy all my crap, you know. Or people thinking they can just get in the way and hinder you from doing what you gotta do because they feel privileged. So over here, as long as, you know, that's why it's set up that way. Keep those people from showing up. Unless you're one of those filthy, dirty, rich people and you just want to send money to destroy some stuff, I'll make a new map for you every time. You know what I mean? $50, man, if you want to play. I don't trust you. Whack, bam, boom, all on. Well, there goes that server for the day. He'll be back tomorrow. We'll get another $50. You know? Go like that route, man. Find those expensive ones. We'll just ban them on a daily basis. Make them pay to get back in. I'm pretty sure there's rich people out there like that too that just don't care. Which I'm not looking for those either, really. We want people that'll stick around with the channel and enjoy being here. And I think we're doing pretty good with that so far. But I do have to give it to this game, though, because this game has definitely been a big part in my channel actually performing as good as it has. I think it's this game. Like 5% me, 95% game. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to get it to where it's 50-50, but the game just keeps beating me down. No, no, I love this game. It's the best. We're almost. Are you? No, nope, 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 nope. Let me. I know we get subscribers and it doesn't. Yeah, see, no. Wow. We've gained 3 subscribers today, you guys. And it has not once warned me today. Not yet has it warned me that we've got new subscribers. Well, to the 3 new people, appreciate you guys. You guys are epic. Hopefully, you're all having a great day. If you're still here, if you are, let me know. Say hi in the comment section. Let me know. Hey, how's the dude? Or I'm one of the dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, of course, my Friday night Fortnite can't be monetized. It's got Power Ranger theme music in it. Of course, that ain't getting monetized. Go, go, Power Strangers. Oh. No, I loved Power Rangers as a kid, man. It was awesome. The OG originals. To be truthful, I liked the Japanese version before it ever came to America. If I have to be honest, the Super Sentai, whatever it was called back in the day. My grandparents had that TV, that good TV thing back in the day where you could get movies from like all over the world back in the day. So we had that. We had we actually had a couple on tape. This one guy could turn into a I don't know what it was, but it was like this dude could turn into a white lion, and the other dude could turn into like a tiger. It was really weird. I don't know what it was called back in the day, but it was weird stuff, man. I like those back in the day because they'd move their lips and it would be absolutely not what they were saying because it was a voiced over. So nothing ever matched. It was I loved those movies back in the day, man. Those were the best. B-rate, third-rate movies, whatever they called them. That's what I am. I'm one of those B-rate movies, you guys. Everybody watches me when the main guys ain't on, which is cool. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I love you guys. You guys are epic. Huh. I better slow down. I'm gonna have a caffeine overdose today. I just went and got that cup of coffee like a half hour ago. She's already dry. Like my tongue. Oh well. What do we got left on this? We ain't got much left here, man. Hurry up, smash this baby out, and we can go buy that piece of. Hey, calm down. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. If there's an update, it can wait. It can wait. Let me get off my stream first. I've only been at it for 2 hours. I got at least 3 more hours I want to get in. It's just. Well, it's already 12 o'clock, noon my time, so I might not get that much time. I got started late this morning, you guys. I'm sorry. That's my fault. I shouldn't have got started so late today. I really gotta watch my time frame. See, another thing is like I love hanging out in my game room, right? Because it's got all the stuff that I love. It's got my games, it's got all that kind of stuff. It's got cool little posters of demon women on the wall, aka what's her face from Diablo 4 or Diablo 4 or 5 or whatever it was. Freaking, she looks awesome. Lilith, the mother of demons. That thing looks awesome. I got it the day the game came out. The GameStop place gave it to me because she knew I was a YouTuber, so she gave it to me. I think she was just trying to brown nose, you know what I mean? Trying to get some free stuff or something. But she gave me that, and it looks freaking awesome. I got a big, huge poster, it's like not a big one, but it's a painting of the Joker which is downstairs in my living room where I used to have my gaming setup at. I'm actually going to be bringing that up this week, and that's going to be going in my. Well, it's going to be going in the top. Well, my for you guys, if I had my camera on, you guys would be looking at me. It'd be over my right shoulder and the back right corner of my the game room. It's going to be going on the wall back there. I'm not turning my camera on because right now I'm shirtless because it's hotter than a dog out and I got a fan on, so I ain't showing you guys that. I'm pasty, okay? I'm pasty. I'll blind you guys. But yeah, I got it's like an oil painting style thing I'm going to be putting up over there. Once I get it put up, I'll show you guys. I'll turn the camera on to let you guys see it. I'm a Joker fan. I absolutely love the Joker. I've got stuff all over for them. Them, the Ghostbusters, Jason Voorhees. Those are about like my three main like things that I like to collect. I don't have a Joker tattoo because not gonna lie, the Joker's the only clown I like. I am deathly afraid of clowns other than that. So I won't even get myself a tattoo of him. As much as I like him, I won't do it. I've been thinking about it though. But yeah, like, whoa, crap, I'm looking at the wall. No, stop. Oh my God, I'm in deep, went deep. Get out of there, Bubba. But yeah, I'm a Joker's fan. Like, I love the Joker, man. I think he's probably one of the coolest villains out there for Batman. Penguin was cool. I got a couple things with Penguin too, with the Danny DeVito Penguin. But I've got a. Is it signed or is it just a special edition Funko Pop for the Jack Nicholson? Like, Jack Nicholson is one of my favorite movie actors. I want to meet him so bad before he goes on his final interview. I really want to meet him. I'd love to get all my stuff signed by him as well. But just to meet him and shake his hand and to tell him that he was the best Joker ever would be the top for me. Be the bee's knees. I'd be a happy man with that even. Just to get to shake his hand once. I'd have to go home, put my hand in a bag and be like, "Yeah, we can't wash this hand." Yeah. See, I want to get a couple more tattoos of Jason, right? Because we've had 3 different people play the Jason Voorhees, over the years. So what I want to do is I want to get a different Jason tattoo done in each one of the characters, right? And then what I want to do is I want to meet them at the Comic Cons. I want to get them to sign their name on my tattoo, like above their Jason. I want them to be able to sign their name, and then I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna get those names tattooed above their character, above the Jasons, as a signature. Like you're getting a signature piece done. That way, maybe in the future, like after I die, I can have them slice that off and turn it into like a wall piece. Like after I pass away, then maybe somebody can make some money off of their signatures. What do they call that? I seen that. Like, what is that called when they do that to? They take the skin and they tan it, right? They tan it and all that jazz, and they turn it into like a piece of artwork. I've seen that where people have done that with their tattoos for their family members that have passed away. Instead of having like a picture frame with them with pictures in it, they got a picture frame with their piece of skin sitting there with the tattoo on it. I think that'd be cool. I mean, if I'm already gone, what's it matter? You know what I mean? Like, I don't need it. I think it'd look cool, man. I don't know though. Would someone have to oil it up every once in a while? Would they have to lather it and rub some oils on it? Because if that's the case, I don't want someone rubbing my body while I'm dead. You got those weird people out there that are like, "Ooh, it's dead." I don't want that. We don't want the weirdos touching my flesh tattooed picture thing. That'd be weird. Oh, what do you guys think of that? Like, what do you guys think of people doing that with their bodies? Like, when they pass away, their family members having their tattoos turned into tanned and hide and stuff like that to hang on their wall. What do you guys think? Does that like gross you guys out? Is that just too weird? I'm I'm genuinely curious as to what people think on that. I think it's cool, especially if it's something that those people wanted to have done. But I like to hear everybody's side of the coin, you know. Man, I can't wait for them to start getting the props in this game for Halloween and crap. They've already got the Christmas stuff, which is making me sick. What's going on, Curtis Knight? Welcome in. Yeah, you should look into it. Like it's some weird stuff. I was actually a couple weeks ago. I was watching a thing. I can't really get into it because I'm not exactly sure what it was. It was like I had my YouTube channel playing and I was watching like Actually, what I was doing was I was watching other people like etching glass and stuff because I used to do tattoos for a living back when I was younger with a homemade tattoo gun out of my house for extra money, you know, on the weekends for my buddies and whatnot. So I've always been real artistic. I've won a couple of like minor art prize like art competitions when I was in middle school. You know, got to meet an artist that drew a tropical rainforest picture, and I replicated his drawing by freehanding it. And the teachers had our was having the thing all recorded and stuff back in the day. So they had people in there with like the big like news camera like thing sitting in the corners just watching us all do our stuff. And I literally was just looking at this thing like 30 foot away from me, and I hand drew it out and everything, and the artist had seen it and actually sent me a letter to my school telling me that I did a good job, and he liked because they showed the video to him of all of us kids doing stuff, and he liked the like he seen me drawing his picture, and I redid his Toucan Sam that he had in this big huge like tropical art poster, and I added all the trees and everything around it. Like the dude loved it, and I was great at art when I was younger, so I got into tattoos and all that jazz. I love tattoos. Like I absolutely love doing them. I just got my first tattoo done. Well, not my first tattoo, but it's been 10 years, 13 years since I've had a tattoo done on my body or even done anything on myself. And so I went in, had my uncle actually did the Jason Voorhees tattoo that's on my right back shoulder, on my shoulder blade. It's about a 4 inch by like 6 inch, maybe 8 inch piece, you know, five wide by like maybe 7 8 inch tall, whatever. He charged me not bad, not bad. I'm not gonna. It wasn't bad at all. Didn't even come nowhere near breaking the bank for me. And I live on disability, so he hooked me up. But it looked, you know, like I love doing tattoos. I've always loved it. I always loved doing artwork, so now I'm doing glass etching. But that's how I come across that, because I was watching a glass etching video, and I'd walked away to go take the dog out, and when I come back, it was on this like interview with this lady, and they were talking about how her husband had passed away. He had this big, huge tattoo piece done on his back from when they first got married and he joined the army or something, and she absolutely loved it. So when he passed away, I guess it took forever to find somebody to do it, but she found a company that would come in, skinned him, literally took the skin off his back, took it out, tanned it, hide it, you know, turned it into a hide, and then put it on like a stretcher thing and turned it into a picture for her. And it was of his tattoo and everything. Like, oh yeah. It was super cool. It was weird. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, but you know. See, I never worked at a shop myself. Well, I did when I was younger because, like I said, I love to do artwork. And back in the day, I was doing what you would call pretty much. I was making mirror imaging. So, like, a lot of the artwork that I drew back in the day, I would freehand it, right, on half of the paper. And then I would pretty much fold the paper and then mirror image it to the other side. And then finish drawing it out, add in new details that would go on the opposite side compared to the side that's already done, you know? And I did a lot of that type of artwork back in the day for a place out of Grand Rapids, Michigan when I was younger. There were I've probably sold him because I used to work. I worked for him for a while. Then when things got tough, obviously he couldn't keep me there because I was the guy that when like if you came in and you said, "Hey man, I want this piece done," and he'd be like, "All right, cool. Give me an hour to get it stenciled out." Right? I was the stencil guy. So when you came in and you brought in a piece of paper with Casper the Ghost on it, right? And you wanted it altered slightly or whatnot, it wasn't the tattoo guy at the shop that I worked at that did the altering even. It was me. And I was 17. And I was doing this for this guy because he had seen some artwork. I took it in there, tried to sell it, ended up getting a job from him that way for a while. Then I ended up having to just sell him pieces every once in a while. When once the business got slow, because I mean, this part of Grand Rapids that I lived in, around the Kent County, Wyoming area, wasn't really the greatest back in the early 2000s. I mean, you could make money, but it was far and few between doing good stuff. Even doing stuff like that. Like I'd draw a picture up, and if it was a good picture, if it was something that he liked, he'd pay me $20 for the sheet of paper. You know what I mean? For that piece of art. So I probably sold $700-800 worth of pieces to him when I was younger. Plus, plus I also worked for him, doing that, like stenciling the stuff onto the paper. Well, now everybody uses freaking printers to do it now, so they wouldn't need somebody like me. But yeah, I'd be the stencil guy, man. I'd sit there and convert everything over to the stencil for the tattoo. I loved it, man. So now, like I said, I'm doing glass etching, and the hardest thing I'm having with the glass etching is one of the easiest things I can do with a tattoo gun, and that's shading. I can throw down a great shade with a tattoo gun, but trying to use my Dremel drill, my little mini Dremel drill, to do the exact same, because you got to add the same motions to it. As you're pulling, you go for the solid part, you go deep, and then you lift as you're pulling away, or pulling or pushing, depending on how you do your tattoo or the gun you're using. I had a push me pull me method that I did when I would do shading, depending on how my shades went. I'd do a push me pull me to where if it was dark in the center but light on the outside, it was deep to the center, light to the out, light to the out, going deep, and I'd brush stroke it back and forth like that, and I'd get some really nice looking artwork done. Like I did a piece on a guy's neck one time. I did a big old a heart, like a freaking heart, like a god dang, like he yanked, like you just had this thing yanked out your chest that had the ventricles and everything, had the four tubes and everything like coming up off the edge of it, you know what I'm saying? And then it had a little spot where it come up to the top to where it looked like a bottle, right? Like it was almost like a potion bottle. And then it had a little crown that he wanted across the top of it. Get off my back, dude. Get off my back. Get off me. I got this. But anyway, like I did this with a single needle, homemade gun out of a old RC race car. This was back before I had my real tattoo gun. I had one, but I had to sell it because I had to get back home. Because where I lived, I needed the money to get back. Get off my butt, dude. You loser. Here, you want it? Go ahead. Take it, you maggot. I don't want to work with you anyway. Go ahead, you little wanker. Get her done. He stinks. He's a stinky little boy. But yeah, but I did this hard anyway, and it had he wanted flames coming off the sides of it to look like wings. Well, this guy loved him to death. He was a great dude. Like he was probably one of the coolest people I've ever met to work on for doing tattoos. But he was I would say pushing 380. You know what I mean? He was a big boy. He was a big guy. But I did this thing on his left shoulder, like between your neck and your shoulder, like right where it concaves, you know, right there for your neck and your shoulder. Like that's where he wanted this thing done. And mind you, it was done over his collarbone. And I did this thing there, and it had flames coming off the side to represent wings. And like I said, he was a big guy. But once it was all done and healed, he came and showed me. He goes, "Hey, Animal, check this out." And I was like, "What?" And he showed me the tattoo, and he took his hand and put it just underneath of where his tattoo was at. And he'd just sit there and just shake it a little bit, you know, like shake, like just like start like shaking his hand back and forth on his chest. And literally, as I know it don't sound right, but as his skin would do that, you know, that big people do, the flames literally looked real. They literally looked like real flames from the way he was moving his neck and shoulder doing it. They literally looked like little real flames just like rippling off from his off. It was crazy, crazy sick, dude. One of the best tattoos I've ever done with a single homemade needle tattoo gun machine ever. It was sweet. What's going on, Dust Bunny? Welcome in. Got your internet back. Sweet. Very cool. Very cool. How much more do I got to go on? I'm gonna let the AI do this, man. He's bothering me. He was honking his horn at me. He was hooting and tooting. Man, he can do his own thing. I'll let him finish it. He's got 9% to go. See how long it takes him to get that way. Yeah. He's probably gonna end up doing the rest of the field that I've already went over, and that's gonna be the downfall to him, because that's exactly what he's probably doing right now. Oh, I got a couple. Oh man, are they dead? Dude, they're flopped over in the field, man. Oh no. Hey. Oh my God, you guys! I got them. I got 2 dead ones. Oh man, you guys, we got to get them out of the field. They're... Oh, it's breathing. Okay. Ooh, buddy. I thought we had some dead ones, you guys. I was like, oh man, they added realism to the game. I'm screwed. Oh, there's another one, man. Oh, they're all laying down now. No. They say you guys' stomachs can twist. Don't do that. Get up. Get up. Oh, no, that's horses, isn't it? No, their stomachs can twist if they roll around too much. No, that's cows, too. Hey, got up. Listen, I need to jump on the other ones, man. People are going to drive by. I think I got some... I'm making some dead chicken nuggets out here, man. Out of cow meat. You guys thought that was chicken? Ha! Ha! We're slipping into beef. Who's got the meats now? Yes, sir. I know, I seen that the other day. And I was like, man, I kind of wanted to get it. But at the same time, I would come back to having a full-on dead head of cattle in there. And I ain't dealing with that. It did, man. It looked like it was dead, and for a second, it wasn't even convulsing. Like the chest wasn't even right. Like it wasn't even lifting up and down at all. I was like, oh crap, pulling up on these dead animals. Here we go. How am I gonna explain this to the county? Well, you know, that mad cow disease came in, just cleared them all out, man. They just all died, man. I don't know. I just don't know. They started ramming each other, and before I knew it, cows were thinking they was bulls, and they were done. They were done. Lost all 80 of them. I don't know if that's how mad cow disease works, but I've seen pictures of like cows like having like a little foam on their mouth and them being like, "Oh my God, they got mad cow," when really it was probably just some really watery grass they were eating. Which is very true too. If you guys didn't realize it, that some water, after a rain, will hold abundance of water in the grass, and when the cows or whatnot, they foam up a little bit. They do. we used to have that problem a lot, and I was always weirded out by that as a kid, seeing that. Like, my grandma would be like, "Don't worry about it. They're just salivating too much." See, look at, they did it too, man. Oh, let's get. Holy God, they're all gone. Y'all come on down, stop on by. We got the dead cow petting zoo. Don't worry about them biting. They ain't moving. The flies might get you. That's about it. Don't worry, they're not bot flies, so you guys are safe. Oh my God, my sheep. Oh my God, the baby sheep. Oh, the baby little goat. Oh, we gotta see this. I gotta see this. Crouch. Oh, look at it. That is cute. Nonsense. Oh, I woke it. You see that? Almost woke it. That is adorable. Age 0 months. Like, you just had this baby, not a month, and you're just leaving it laying there on the ground like this? Like, why ain't you coddling it, mother? She's all like, I need the chappies. She's all chafed out. Huh. Huh. Well, that's something. Dude, you know what? I can't really comment on that, but I can say that I've seen it done, and I think it's fun. What's going on? Welcome in, Jorts. How are you doing? Just tired, Leroy. Man, you see them in there? Man, it was a little baby, just a little baby, and they're sleeping. Wait, I'm waiting on field 6 to get done. It's gonna take a minute. The guy's being a Nimrod and he's running around the outside instead of, or through the center stuff that I already done, instead of being like, oh man, yeah, we already did this. You know, like, let's move on. No, he don't. He's being a loser out there. Food. Which one are you? You got the goats and sheep. Okay, you're the one over at the other end of town. That's this one here in front of me. We only got 800. See, look at that. We ain't making very much milk. Oh, no, that's the other one. That's the small barn. My bad. My bad. That's the one. That's the one down by the new. That's the new barn. This is the old barn. 2,000 liters of buffalo milk. We're at 2,100 liters. Yeah, buffalo milk is definitely slower, but why? 14 of these guys. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense then on why we're a little slow on the buffalo milk. I'm gonna have to buy a few more head of cattle. We're all together. You think about it. There's I'm terrible at math. I had to count that out. 35, right? So there's 35 there when there's only 14 there. So I guess I could understand why I'm definitely doing 60% more every day in milk compared to buffalo's milk. So I will have to adjust that, and, you know, very cool. Very cool. I guess try. So those goats, I have to get them some. Well, they don't eat just. They eat hay too, right? Yeah, grass and hay. So I fed the little jerks down the other side. But, well, we got the sheep down there too, so that really shouldn't make a bit of difference. But they ate that crap out quick. So I gotta find some grass or some hay to feed these guys, or I'm screwed. Well, not really, but still not any fun. Being low on the level of everything, so. Oh, what do I want to take to him? Well, if I've got hay, I'll take hay. If I ain't got that, well, I don't know what to tell him, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Helping people in need is a good thing. And it needs to happen across the board in this country, man. Like, everybody that's well off should be helped, should at least try to help at least one person a month. Even if it's just something super simple. It doesn't matter if you're just sitting there at a restaurant and you see an old person eating by themselves, or you know what I mean, or you know, take care of that bill for them, man. It ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? I do. Like, you can ask the wife; she gets so mad at me. Like, we'll be out and about, right? I might only have 70, $80 left to my name, and legit like would have 70 or $80 left in my account, right? And if we're somewhere and I see an elderly man or woman and they're enjoying a meal on their own and they don't have anybody there with them, I'll pick the tab up. I really will, because they're sitting there by themselves, lonely. Probably don't have anybody to be able to go out with them, right? So like, every once in a while, it don't hurt to be like, yeah, hey, I got you, sir. I got you, ma'am. Let me help you with this. You know what I mean? Some of them don't want it, but you know, don't mean they don't need it. Let those people know that at least there's somebody out there thinking a little bit, or at least taking the time to care for other people. And I will, like I said, like I've done it before where we've been out and I've dropped $45 on our food tab for me, the old lady, and the kids, right? And see an elderly person eating. I've never once let it bother me if it spends my last $10 even. I actually did it a couple of different times where I've done that to myself. I'd go pull the money out of my account, even if it left me with $5, man. I'd make sure I help someone out at least once a month. And that really sucks for me because I live on disability, right? And I live paycheck to paycheck, so because the governments don't like to pay out, you know, whatever. But it is what it is. But I will. At least once a month I'll help somebody out. I always try to help somebody out. Especially for like if I'm in a store and I hear like a younger kid asking their mother for a juice or something, if they're just telling them no, I'm not buying that for you, you know, I don't do anything about it. But you know, if they don't realize that anybody's paying attention and they even mumble it under their breath, sorry, I can't afford that, I'm buying that and I'm dropping it in the kid's hand on the way out with a hey, here you go. Yeah, no, like I've done that a couple of times, and like I said, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got anything to be, you know. I'm just happy to be able to do something every once in a blue moon for somebody. And that's another thing I want to see with this channel. With this channel, pick up, because eventually I want to be able to do that for people, man. Just on a random act. Oh look, this dude needs some money. I got thousands in the account. Okay, well let's dish this dude out $1,000, man. You know what I mean? Help him out. I'd love to be able to do that someday. Oh crap! It's sitting right there, man. I got my little baby tractor hooked up to it, man. I'm gonna come over here and get me some stuff. Yes, sir. Oh, they all did it again. Look at that. They all was like, let's fake him out. They're those fainting sheep, man. They was like, he's coming. Just drop. Look. Get all stiff. And they just sit there and wait for us to leave. What are those goats called? Anybody know? They all died. Look at them all. They were all in the field. Probably wasn't 80 of them in the field, but you know. Whoa! Hey, man. I'm trying to drive very slowly, but I'm trying to drive, my dude. How do you come in here saying shout out to me, or whatever? You don't even hit the like, man. Hey, what's up with that? Pretty much asking for a shout out, but you can't hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, don't even ask for a shout out. It's not gonna happen. You want a shout out on my channel, you gotta be subscribed to the channel, join my Discord, and you can do it over there. So from now on, anybody, if you're a moderator, if you see somebody saying shout out to me or shout me out, delete their message instantly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be a bag about it, but I'm going to be, because nobody else allows people to do that on their stuff. So yeah, if they're, I got a place on Discord for that. It's called the Promotion Zone or whatever. Know what I mean? If they're subscribed to the channel, they can do it over there. Unless it's another YouTuber that I actively play with. Then yeah, that's we ain't gonna have that stuff popping up in the chat. Appreciate yous. I don't want to come off to be a dank. I really don't. But you guys go to any other channel and you try to do that, the moderators hit you real quick with a timeout. You know, I'm not gonna hit you with a timeout. I'm just gonna remove your message. That'll be your one warning. My little hay. I was gonna say hay bale, but we ain't got a hay bale in here. We got just little poofins, little poofins of hay in there, man. Hoping these guys are hungry, man. It's not a lot. Oh, you guys, tonight 9:30. Keep an eye out. I'll be getting some couple of links posted up to the Discord later tonight. I'm doing something super cool, man. Doing something super cool. Hopefully I do good. I'm not really good at stuff like that, so we'll see. We'll see how it works. Oh, they took it all, man. Got hateful people? Yeah, I'm not really keen on people being hateful. I like people to have fun and stuff, but you know, I'm all about that love and peace and all that jazz for sure. Oh, oh, I ran into something. Dude, are you serious? Come on, man. I'm not. Oh, I forgot my truck's there, man. Am I gonna get through that? I might be a wide bottom guy here, man. I might not be able to get through that. Nope. Oh, I'm too wide in the front too. My God. Why, do you have someone being hateful, Ghost? Yeah, people coming in your stuff being hateful or what? Or just people that you're meeting out there in the real world, man? I don't know. Some people in the real world are just hateful, man. Takes too much to hate. So much easier just to get even. Hate takes too much energy. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some people that I'd like to say that I hate, but it's more like dislike, if anything. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, that stuff's dumb, dude. Like, I just go in and block them. If they come in and they talk crap or they say something ignorant that has absolutely nothing to do with my short. Like, I had one guy come in and tell me that my videos and my streams were absolute crap and that I shouldn't waste my time or life doing it. So I just blocked the dude. You know what I mean? Like, I've literally had people say, dude, you're not even getting enough likes to be doing this. Like, why would you even care? Dude, one like is enough for me to keep going. 5 likes tells me that I really best keep going because there's 5 people that like my crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. Yeah, and that's the problem. But I mean, I'm kind of one of those guys. I don't have a filter, right? So if I see something, like if I see a video and it just screams out 100% wrong, like, you know what I mean? I'll speak up on it. I'll say something about it, or I'll leave a comment saying, "Hey, this part or this part's wrong in your theory or your whatever you got going on, your little thesis that you're working on is you're wrong because it's proven this or that." You know what I mean? But like, you get to people that, like, even for the people that make shorts where they're just like angry at the world and stuff. Like, I don't even watch that. That stuff just brings people down. Makes people just want to feed more of that hate into stuff. So, well, the only reason they can do that and spread the hate because they don't have any of their own personal stuff on there, like you or me or anybody else that really digs making content creation. We have our real faces on there. You know what I mean? Them guys, they're computer warriors, man. They just want to hide behind the screen and never be seen, so that way when you see them in public, you can't cause a scene. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like that. I'd much rather the people know who I am. That way, if they want to walk up to me and say something, and they say something belligerent enough to cause a tooth or two to get knocked out, well, you know what I'm saying? Suck her up, buttercup. I'm sending kisses all day long. Like, so yeah, like, those keyboard warriors, man, like, I just block them. If I'm not blocking them, I've got Chops blocking them, or I've got you hitting the block button if you're on, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I wouldn't even worry about the negativity, man. The people that spew the negativity, that's all they've got most part of their day is negative, or they just want to see somebody else come down. You know what I'm saying? So, best off just to block them guys and move on. I can't say that I don't find myself being a little bit on that unliked edge of things at times, because it's like I've said before, if you're out making $80,000-$90,000 a year and you quit just to go out to do YouTube, like you're pathetic. You know what I mean? Like, so I get a lot of hate. I definitely get a lot of hate from people because there's some YouTubers out there right now that have quit very successful jobs to come do this and get hundreds of thousands of subscribers overnight because they spent a large portion of their money to get that. You know what I'm saying? And they don't deserve to be there. I'm not going to mention any names because that's just not me. But you know what I mean? Like, and when you do that and you jump your subscriber base so much by paying to get there, then eventually it catches on and more people are like, oh, dude, this dude's going to be super famous. Let's subscribe. And then they blow up overnight. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that I have pure unadulterated hate for, because instead of them being out putting their 50% into the real world to make the world a better place, they decide to go gain 40, 50, 60 pounds sitting in front of their monitor and screen. You know what I mean? When they could be out doing the construction work that they quit, you know, while they were out there building homes for the needy or building homes in states where they have low income housing and the housing complexes are needed, but yet now the housing complex companies are having issues struggling to get people to work because 2018 hit and everybody was like, it's cool to sit here and do nothing, and that's what they did. To where me, I wish I could be out working that 40-hour week, doing 50, 60 hours a week, because I got nerves crushed in my neck that caused both my arms to be numb all day, so I've got nothing better to do, you know? So as you can see, I've got hate for people like that. Like, if you can do something in the real world and you got to quit that to come do this, you're pathetic. But if you're doing it on the side and it's something you like to do, like, I know, like Ghost, he does it on the side because it's something he likes to do. Like, that's cool, that's understandable. He's not quitting his job to try it, you know, and then dumping all his money into YouTube to become something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 2018, man, when all the bullcrap started happening, man. That's when people decided they were all staying home and a lot of them doing nothing, man. The real kicker was COVID, though. The real kicker was COVID. That really put perspective on people. But yeah, if you look at the statistics, in 2018, you had more and more people quitting their jobs to try to do stuff like this. And in 2018, there was a big influx of people that quit their real 40-hour weeks to go do this. Some made it, some have not. You know what I mean? But some of them made it because they spent every extra dollar they had on that, hey, buying 100 subscribers here, buying 100 subscribers there. You know what I'm saying? So they got those pages where you can go do that. You can go pay so much money, and then some dude with like 400 or 500 cell phone hookup in their bedroom is going to go, okay, go hit a button, and all 400 of those phones go log into YouTube, then, you know, jump to your YouTube channel and smack, you know, and hit the subscribe button for you. I was actually watching a thing on it last night. Like, there's 3 kids in Japan, right? One kid has a bedroom in his house completely filled up with servers, right? That they had built, and they take cell phones, you know, your Verizons, whatever, and they put them in a block. They tear them apart and they put the main piece in a block, and they hook a thing into it to make it read that it's got a SIM card in it when it really doesn't. And they go in and they get client A through client A20. So you've got 20 different blocks of A through Z, and then block 2 of A through Z number 1, so on and so forth. And they just go in and they just have the, you pay this dude $50, $100, and before you know it, you've got 500 subscribers that are on your channel that they can't say are fake because they're done through the cell phone, through having SIM cards hooked to them, so they're considered real people. You know what I mean? And then they go and they set the stuff up so that it automatically auto-watches these videos for people. And that's how you get some of these channels to just blow up over a 2-3 week period. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Yeah, see, some of that stuff is like, and that's what I mean, like, you get people that do that, and that's just ridiculous, man. That just takes away from everybody else that's actually trying. Like me, I'd rather be out there working 40 hours a week, throwing up drywall, right? Putting up drywall or siding or shingles. That's what I would prefer to do. Or even be the supervisor that I was trying to be back when they told me that I had to go on to disability because my arms are going too numb and I couldn't do my jobs no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to be out there doing that rather than sitting here doing this right now. I love you guys. You guys are great. But that's what keeps your body going, That's what tells you you're not dead yet. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I am, 'cause I'm obviously here. But, I mean, you get the picture. And it's crazy. That's like, there's one guy I absolutely love to watch, but he quit doing construction, right? He quit doing construction to go play Call of Duty. Okay? You guys probably know who I'm talking about. And don't get me wrong, I love his videos, but that was the stupidest mistake he'll ever make. Because someday, something's gonna happen, and he's not gonna have all that. He's not gonna have that work experience to fall back onto. You know what I mean? One wrong thing goes on in life, and it can screw everything up. Like me, I'm doing this for the fun of it because I love to do it, and I hope to turn it into an actual business. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be even just me selling my glass etchings till the day I freaking die. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter. But, yeah. No, I don't know I don't know any of the people that you play with, Ghost. But no, the guy that I'm talking about, he's massive. I'm not even going to say his name because as soon as I say his name, everybody in chat's going to be like, I know him. You know what I mean? But this guy quit a construction job to go play YouTube. To go play video games. So, you know what I mean? What was that about? What? About a house payment? Like, don't get me wrong, there's YouTubers out there that make more than enough money to be able to take care of their house payments and plus some, but give them time and they ain't gonna have, you know what I mean? Eventually that'll fall off for them. It's like I don't expect to do YouTube my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I don't expect to do it. I'm hoping to do it like, Skyrim grandma and stuff like that, until I'm older than the dirt, but you'd be surprised. Well, I mean, if you look at what's his face there, one of the more famous YouTubers, which honestly I think he started after I did. Maybe he started before I did. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't care. But guaranteed everybody knows the one YouTuber, right? Cuz he's one of the biggest ones out there. He's making enough bank off YouTube alone that he could pay for my house and the next 5 or 6 neighbors around me for their house, right? and he's still going to be making money off his monthly check. Like, that's how much money this guy makes. And y'all know him. He's out dropping trees and drilling holes for everybody, you know, supposedly trying to give water to everybody. So, you know what I mean? So, and this dude makes oodles off each video. And he's easily helping people out. But he with the amount of money he makes in the videos, he could probably help a little bit more than he does. But he's getting there. He's definitely had the YouTube algorithm figured out since his first 2 months of being on YouTube, for sure. Because the dude's isn't he the largest, or is it him or Jack? Is it Beast or Jack? Which one's the biggest YouTuber out there now? Because wasn't it used to be like Mr. Beast and Jacksepticeye were like they were doing like a who favors who the most, because they were like the top of the food chain at one time. It is. That's exactly the attraction that he's got that gets him all that too. Nasty humidity. I'm thankful. I mean, we've had like a lot of fog and stuff in the mornings, but we haven't had a lot of anything else that we had to worry about. Thank God. I'm not a fan of the rain. The rain hurts the arthritis. Could be. Tell you what, I hope my channel gets that way someday so that I can actually do stuff just to help people out, because yeah, definitely needs to be some of those large dollar making people really need to be helping more than they don't. Sorry, Bill Gates and everybody else, get off your money a little bit. If they each took like 2 million and just like had their companies divvied up to random people in the United States and just send out equal shares each year, like they alone could stimulate the economy without the need of the actual government's help. You know what I mean? If they just got like the help from the government enough to know who all the people were, you know what I mean, to get that info at that, just to that extent, to be able to send out like a printed check, like, here you go cash us, you'll be all right, you know. Like, you have those types of people out there that could do that, but they don't. Why? Because it's greed, essentially, that's keeping them to hold on to that dollar. Because, I mean, if you can write that stuff all as, you know, tax write-offs through whatever, I mean, essentially they're getting that money back, right? So, no, that's very true. No, you gotta be dedicated. You gotta be dedicated to the cause, man. And he's dedicated to his channel for sure. If my internet company would do their part, I'd be dedicated too. Because you guys, I tried to be here yesterday morning. I really did. It just wasn't working out, man. It was like, you know, I really don't want to. Are you serious, guy? A little bit quicker now. I'm letting him kind of do it. Yeah, well, he's definitely not the only one, but he's one of those Mr. Moneybags that could honestly help out. Yeah. Lime, what's going on? How you doing? Long time no see, my dude. But no, like, and that's just it. People are they're just too greedy. Like, if I won $1 billion, right? If I was to win $1 billion today and they showed up with a suitcase with $1 billion, right? I'm taking 10 million of that within 20 minutes of getting it, and we're going out and we're handing it out to people. You know what I mean? I'm getting in the car, I'm driving straight down to the local spot where I know there's homeless people that need the money, that could get into a nice warm place, right? And I would even drop that money out to pay for 2 to 3 months worth of their rent to get them up on their feet, if I had that kind of money handed to me. That's the exact same. That's the first thing I would do. I'd get a hold of a lawyer, be like, all right, let's work this out. Like, I'm donating 10 million today. Let's get down to the homeless shelter. Let's get some people some houses. You know what I mean? And I'd be donating that. And I'd make sure that it's actually going to a homeless shelter cause. Like, that's for sure. Like, I wouldn't just walk out and give some dude $10,000 because that dude's gonna take that $10,000. He's gonna go down the road. Down the road, he's gonna buy that piece of junked out Mercedes Benz sitting on the side of the road. He's gonna buy that up thing and he's gonna fix it up and drive it. You know what I mean? Nah, forget that. Don't give them false hope, man. Here's 3 months worth of rent. You got your electricity, your water paid for. Here's a food card. So get some in, get cleaned up, get a shave, and go hit the job sites, man. Go start filling out some apps. I'd be all about helping people, but if you're like super serious into like super crazy drugs, I help you out. We're gonna find a doctor that's gonna lock you away for a month in a funny farm, and we're gonna drain all them drugs right out you. We're gonna get you back on your feet. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we need. Putting a water well in here, building a little shanty house there that they're just gonna turn around and sell for $1,000 to the next guy that lives down the road because, hey, Mr. Beast built my house, which happened. It's sorry to say it happened. A lot of those people that they built houses for over there in Africa, not a lot of them, but a lot of them, literally there was like 3,000 people that were like all up trying to buy these houses from the people, and they were selling them for like $1,000, right? Because over there, our money's worth a lot or whatever, so it's worth more than it is here, So they were making bank off them, which is not what I would be doing. That's not how I'd be doing it. Hey, sometimes you gotta take a break from games, man. I've honestly, not that I really like to do it, but like I've been taking the weekends off, like Saturday and Sunday morning. I last weekend and this weekend I did. I'm just trying to get stuff around. We got winter gonna be coming soon. Like, I've been underneath the house trying to get rid of all the little bugs and crap under there, doing all that jazz. Just trying to get some stuff knocked out. Trying to get that done. I'm gonna be here in the next. Well, I get paid the beginning of the month once my disability hits. I've got to go buy some insulation to put underneath my house because my kitchen gets extremely freaking cold, and I've already got my water lines already done up. I've got a water line I've actually got to put in the house, so I've got to do that this weekend. So there won't be no morning streams for the next couple of weekends in the mornings, you guys. But, if I get the stuff done early enough in the day, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock, maybe I'll start up a stream. Other than that, if I do, it'll probably just be like a couple hours of some Call of Duty. And then into some Ark for the afternoon, because that's what we do here in the afternoons normally. As long as I'm feeling up for it and not feeling like I'm too old and I want to sleep. Which has happened a few times. I'm not going to say when. Yeah, exactly. No, and it is. It is. And, which is, it was great that he did that he gave that away, that he was doing that for them people. Which, I loved it. I watched every one of the videos that he posted. I think it was like 3 or 4 of the videos that I watched of him doing that, right? But then you see, like, aftermath videos of where other people went over to go see, to go check in, to do like oh, hey, how are you guys loving Mr., the houses that he built? And one guy went and talked to some people, and they were like, oh, yeah, no, this wasn't my house. They didn't build it for me. I bought this for $1,000 because he built it, Like, they sold it to me the day after he left. It's like, wait, what? Like, the dude just dropped that much money, built you guys each house, and the day he left, you was out already pawning that stuff off to make a little bit of money. And then just to move down the road to live in another cardboard box. Or another little wooden stick-built shanty that you throw together yourself. Like, are you serious? Like, really? Like, oh my God. Like, I don't get it. I'll get you an apartment for 3 months. Give you enough light and water to, to clean your scurfy up and get out and get a job, man. Like that. I'm all about helping the homeless in our own country first before going somewhere else. No offense. I would love to visit other places in all the other countries, but I'd want to help out around my own place first because that's what we should be doing. Helping out around your zone first. We're doing good though, man. I got everything I need here. I got some spinach. You guys like spinach salad, man? We're gonna have spinach salads. We got peas. We got some oats to throw on there. Chuck that. We can kernel that corn down, boil it up a little bit, throw that in there with some corn with some carrot slices. Actually, you know what? That actually sounds pretty good. You know that? Some carrots sliced down small with some corn, little black pepper, some of the little chickpeas thrown in there, and some spinach. That actually sounds pretty delicious. But it also sounds like it's going to tear your guts up and you're going to need a toilet somewhere because that might be too much fiber. I'm not sure. That's rough. Yeah, they always do, but you know what? They're actually shooting for the 30th though. So, we'll see. Yeah, I actually got a lot of stuff done so far this season around my house, like getting stuff taken care of. My gas lines, like Chop said, I got that all taken care of. Yeah, I got that all mounted up in my house, up there where it's up to the base of the floor like it's supposed to be. So it's actually good. So yeah, getting in there and getting the insulation is going to bring my cost of living down a lot. Valgaro, Valgaro. The Q is a G. Valgaro. I don't get it. Q and a U make a G. They should just put a GA in there. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with it. I'm hoping that it hits on the 30th. I really wish they would have stuck to their original plan because I so badly wanted my Desmodus by October, but yeah, I did, and we ended up getting rid of the old stove that I had in the house, cook stove, because my oven didn't work, and got an actual stove with an oven. Which, oh my god, I made a pizza in it. First time I got to use the oven. I haven't used an oven in 2 years, you guys, because the last stove I had just didn't work, and I just kind of gave up on the thought of it, right? Well, this last stove started really causing issues, so I got that all fixed. And oh my god, did I cook the pizza in the oven for the first time in over 2 years? I was so happy. I was like, I felt like the masked villain finally won. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was happy when I pulled that pizza out the oven. I cut that beast up. I was like, oh, it's so tasty. Yeah. I ain't got to go out and buy any more pizza. I can just cook my own. So I told the old lady, I was like, I'm getting everything to make up my own homemade freaking my dough. And I'm going to make me like 2 or 3 square style thin crust pizzas on the old square pans. Yeah, I can't wait, man. Like, ugh, I can't wait. I loved it, man. Just cook. I love being able to cook. Cooking is a pastime. I love it. I'm a skinny dude too. The heck? Something rubbing up against my ankle, but there ain't nothing down there. That's spooky. Hey, 100 100-some thousand in my pocket. Here we go. Now I've got enough. Okay, let's go buy that piece of land. Like I said, Stanley. Where you guys at, man? You guys are all here still. All right, we're buying. Wait, what's here? Let's visit. Nothing. And it needs lime? Oh, my God. Where you at, lime? Get out here and roll around in the field, my dude. We need some lime. Oh, shame. They couldn't lime it for me. Wait, 378? I thought it was 380 something. Maybe it was 378. Oh, it's because I had 381. I was like, yeah, I can't do that. That'll leave me broke. Which it would have. I wouldn't even been able to have bought this, man. I would have bought that, and then those guys would have just been stuck. Just sitting there. Their thumb. Yeah. Twiddling their thumbs. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I haven't been able to do that in 2 years, man. It feels so good. Oh, no, I'm serious. But yeah, no, man. I actually got a lot done this fall so far already. Yes, I've replaced gas lines under the house. Got them even put up on, and first time putting them in. Got them all sealed properly. Ugh, yeah, baby, yeah. Know what I mean? That felt good to me because it's been a long time since I'd done that to a house and got it put in the first time the right way. So that was epic. Replaced the stove, put in a new line and everything for the new stove, so that way it's in there and it ain't moving unless you're the freaking Hulk. It's about the only way you're getting it out now. And I've done a lot. So yeah, I gotta just get some insulation put in under the floorboards, and I'll be spiffy, man. We'll be good to go. We'll be golden. I know some of you guys are like, "What, spiffy? What?" I'm old. I got that old lingo going. It's okay. Google has the references to all of it. You guys can look it there. All right, so let's see. I worked the farms. We've bought the land. We will be turning that piece of land into separate, three separate fields. Even though we know it's not going to count. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean real quick. I'm gonna give you like a quick this. Okay, so you see this line here. I'm thinking about pulling this line honestly back to here, or even back to here, because we're getting tons of straw out of this every time we do it, right? So let's say if I pull it back to here even, this line here, I want to draw, I'm going to cut a straight line right down through it, Well, not curvy like that because that's just terrible. But it's going to be straight down. And then about here, give or take, we're going to cut it off. And then I want to do a small section where I can grow other certain crops for making chaff and, the TRM, MTR, or whatever, TMR for the cows. Get something in there, then have a little spot growing either sugar cane or sugar beets for sugar. So, should be fairly good. Gets over 90 Celsius where you live. Australia? I'm just taking a stab at it. Ugh. It would be extremely hot. Yeah. You'd have to live in the outbacks of Australia with like mirrors facing your house for that heat to hit. I mean, even in Australia, they hit what, like 120? give or take, on a decent day, right? I don't know. We used to have some people that came in here that was from Australia. I used to have like two or three, maybe four people that used to come in here from Australia. Australia, not Austria. F is for Fahrenheit. C is Celsius. Yeah, like right now for me it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit, which would put you guys at like what? 20, is it 21 or 23 degrees Celsius, give or take? I don't know. I don't do the whole Celsius thing. I've never really, cuz I mean, I live in America. Unfortunately, there, the school I went to, they was like, "You don't need to know Celsius." You know what I mean? So, literally, they did not like the only place we learned about it was in science class, and when you have that for an hour a day, you ain't gonna really stick to it. And our science teacher did not, because they always put stuff into Fahrenheit. I think either they just didn't think we were all smart enough and we could deal with the conversion. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. That's weird. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, so 71 Fahrenheit is like 21.6 degrees Celsius. That's actually a pretty moderate day then, right? Like for anywhere that runs in the Celsius, like 71's good, yeah. Yeah, our standard in America is Fahrenheit. My curiosity is I was reading somewhere, and like for our number, is it the million or the billion? I don't remember what number it is, but in our country, a million has seven zeros, but in another country, the million has nine zeros or something like that. I was watching, or eight zeros, or the billion has more zeros in it than our billion does. I don't remember. It was something weird, but it's like the way they math stuff out in this one country. It's like their million or billion has like an extra two zeros to it or something. I thought that was odd. Honestly, I was like, that's kind of weird, dude. Our weather in Michigan is nuts. Like I went to my stepson's football game last Thursday, right? It was 90 at my house, 90 at my house, but an hour east of me, to drive an hour east of me, the temperature dropped from 90 to 70, and the sky went from bright blue, sunny, just a couple of clouds in the sky, to dark as night. You couldn't hardly see a thing. You had raindrops coming down the size of peas or bigger. If you were wearing a hat like I wear, your hat was actually being pushed down into your face while you were trying to watch the football game, because it's like sitting there with all those things just hitting your bill, and just getting down in your face. Like, it was terrible. It was terrible. And I was literally only an hour away, and you could see the difference in the sky from where I lived to where we were at. Like, it was almost like someone had almost drawn a line right down the center and said, "This side's blue, this side's black," you know, and you're screwed. Because I was stuck under the black part, and it was raining like crazy. The only thing we didn't have was lightning. Had there been lightning, I would have been gone, because I was on metal bleachers, and I ain't playing that game. I don't know about you guys, but I've watched enough little critters fly into my bug zapper outside. I don't want to be one of them. I've already been electrocuted by power coming out the main box, the main wire out of the box of a house, man. I'm not looking for a second time. I've been lit 3 or 4 times in my life by electricity. It ain't happening anymore. And that stuff starts to crackle and starts to light up the sky, man. I go inside. I know they say it's a 1 in a million chance you're getting hit. But how many YouTube videos are there out there of people getting hit? That seems like more than 1 in a million to me. Seems like one out of every couple 100,000 maybe. I'm not a light bulb, man. I ain't got that many bright ideas. Definitely don't want to be out there outshining everybody else. Alright, we're down to 100. Oh, you know what? No, I don't know if I want to buy more cattle today, man. If I buy more cattle, I could get screwed. Oh, man, I'm telling you what. When I was a little kid, my first run-in with electricity, I was in 2nd grade, and we were watching a thing on TV. I don't remember what season it was. It might have been a fall. I remember it being Charlie Brown. That's all I remember. And me and my cousins were sitting at the back of the room. Me and my 3 cousins were all sitting there. Me and my 1 cousin are talking. I'm sitting there playing. And I'm like, man, I wonder what this will do. And I remember folding that thing out. And I'm sitting there, I turned my back to everybody else. And I stuck that into the plug-in socket. Right across the floor, man. My head bounced off the floor. I was out cold. I remember the teacher coming to me and being like, Animal, you okay? I'm not going to use my real name. You know what I mean? I was just like, wow. And then I was 17, 18-ish. I was in high school. This is after I'd already got feeling better, and the quack job fixed the pinched nerve I had in my lower back that had me paralyzed for like 6 freaking months. But I remember being in class one day. We were working on electrical wiring. That was my job. I was learning because I wanted to be an electrician. So I was learning the electrical wiring and all that jazz. We had it all set up. We went to lunch. We came back. I was going to hook the power up for the house so that the house had actual power so I could test all the stuff, before the final walkthrough. And one kid had to use the chop saw while we were on lunch to do something for whatever he was doing on lunch break. And he didn't tell anybody that they'd turned it back on. Mind you, we had it turned off. It was locked out, tagged out, everything. This kid got the lockout, tag out from the other kid. We were kids, I mean, they didn't give 2 craps less. They didn't think much, So he went in, he did his thing, didn't say nothing, didn't lock it back out, didn't turn the power back off, didn't think nothing of it. So we went down there. We knew that the power was off before we went. It got taken care of. I watched the kid lock it out and tag it out and everything. So we knew it was good. Well, like I said, the guy needed to do something. He did something. Didn't lock it back out. I went in. Me and my teacher. His name was Mr. Battle at the time, and he's sitting there with me. He's like, "All right, Mr. Avery, you know what you're supposed to do, man. Let's get that big wire, and we're gonna get her plugged in there, right, man?" I was all like, "Yes, sir." And right across the room I went. When I shot across that room, I woke up. I felt like a garden, completely soiled and fertilized. That was the worst poke I'd ever taken in my life, man. That hurt. Literally threw me like 15 to 20 feet across this basement. I was out. I remember waking up to fertilizer in the drawers and being watered, you know what I mean? And a whole crap ton of drool all over me. Like, I was out for a good minute and a half, my teacher said. Just, yeah. Dude, it wasn't funny, dude. You know what, Chops? Tell you what, Bubba. Dude, it sucked. It really did. And I still, to this day, I will walk over here right now and pull this socket right off the side of my wall without unhooking the power, and I will pull that switch out of it. Like, no joke. Yeah. Soiled, fertilized, watered, you name it. I had been done. Like, they should have kicked me into the hole right there, like, no joke. Oh, I forgot to turn my lights off, man. There we go. There we go. Just trying to make sure I got stuff done because we got. Whoops, whoops, whoops. No, no, turn off, turn off. Let's turn you off. Okay, let me get out. There we go. Lights are all turned off. It's daylight. It's not like it's really hurting anything. I just don't want to buy any. I don't want to buy them. We ain't got no blinkers on, right? We ain't got no blinker fluid. We got. I don't know. I got a vehicle that it takes something to make it exhaust or something or another, man. Exhaust fluid. Freaking weird. You guys are good. Calm down. Calm down. You guys got water? Yeah, that would be water, right? Well, it's October, so it's not frozen yet, so that's not ice. Run! Ah. Whoa, tripped. We're looking good. Looks like we could use a little grub in here on the floor, but I think it's full. So I'm not gonna. Whoa, what's that? You guys see that? Like, that's weird. My dude's running, but it shouldn't make much of a difference. Okay. Oh man, we're running low on the good old silage in here, man. I'm gonna have to get more silage. Well, I just turned the lights off on that thing too. Let's see what we've got for silage real quick. We'll get it filled up. It's a lot of poo. Oh man, Mr. Pooh Bob would love it in there, you guys. My little my poop beetle from Ark. He'd love it in there, man. Look at all that poo. He'd have a heyday. Oh, dude, I. I know about getting the bits and bobs tingled. That's not where you want to get a tingle at, man. Oh my god, that reminds me of a story my granddad did to me. We went to one of my grandparents' friends' house because we all rode horseback. You know, we were all horseback riders. We went over to go help them with something. I don't remember why we went there. That ain't enough. But we drove up there to go help them. We were going to move some horses and stuff, help them move horses, and I think that's what we were doing. And I had to use the bathroom, right? Well, my brother had just went in the house to go use their bathroom. So I was like, all right, cool, you know, whatever. We're not thinking nothing of it. Well, a couple minutes later, I had to go to the bathroom. And my grandpa and his friend, they both knew that this thing was an electric fence. I didn't. I did not know that it was an electric fence. I was like, I'd say probably 12 or 13 at the time. I didn't realize it was an electric fence at all. Did not. My grandpa, SOB, he knew. His friend, that SOB, he knew. Right? So when I said, hey man, you guys, where can I go, you know, do a number one because, you know, my brother's in on the bathroom. And they say, oh yeah, right over there, you know, just go over there to the side of the fence and go. You're all right, bud. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go over, you know, dig out Mr. Lizard and electrocute it right out of him. Like, no joke, man. Like, it was like, here we go. Yeah, that was enlightening, to say the least. I was like, oh, you pricks. When I was a little kid, I couldn't swear. I'd get slapped. Oh, he did. Oh, did he complete that circuit, man? Let me just say that the bits and bobs didn't feel right for the day. Okay. I felt like if we were gonna sing Christmas carols, I'd be the one hitting the high notes. Like Michael Jackson back in the day. Ooh, you know what I mean? Really hitting them notes. Well, it sucked, dude. It sucked. I go outside. We got this electric fence behind us here, and I get PTSD from it. I really do. Especially one night I came home. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I heard like one of my cats making like this real gurgling, like screaming gurgling sound, right? So I go to find my cat stuck in a trap that they have over there, right? And we got an electric fence, and I'd asked them to turn it off months ago because they had nothing in there, and they said they were gonna do it, right? They had nothing in there. I went to go lean over that fence to grab my cat, and about 8 to 12 inches right across my chest from the upper right, my right armpit, down to about to where the bottom of my rib cage is at. That's where I went to lean across the fence to reach over to grab this metal freaking cage that had my cat like half choked out in it, right? And they had this thing turned full black. I leaned over to grab that cage. Not only did my hand lock onto that cage, but my other hand that was holding the metal wire fence at the bottom locked too. So here I am stuck like laying across, like, this is like 6 months ago. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, dude, I was so mad that I destroyed the dude's trap after I got my cat out of it. He came over the next day to get it. He got it in pieces. He was like, why did you do that? I was like, for one, you got the trap on my property where it's not supposed to be. You guys know I own so much on your side of the fence. You know what I mean? I cut that thing into pieces. Out there trapping my cats, man. I already gotten rid of the life of 2 of them because, you know, they got their necks caught in the trap, which it's a trap made for them to, like, weasels and stuff to get into to get to the grub, and then it locks down on them. Well, my kittens that I had tried to get in there to get the food, you know what I mean? That when the cage tried to close, it closed down on their necks. And I come home to hearing, you know, out there screaming. I'm going to do what I got to do. I told them the next time they do that, I'm just cutting the fence down because it's on my property as it is. They don't want to move it. I got to get a court order or something to get them to move it. So this spring I'm going to get my property rewalked and remarked. And then after I do that, I don't have to give them any time at all. I can go over and tell them, hey, you got an hour to get that fence down. And if they don't, I can go out and cut the post down and push the fence over back onto their side. So, no, it wasn't a snare. It was like, you know those little tiny traps that when you walk in, they got the center plate right in the center. So when it comes down, it drops down behind like a drop down, like a little drop down instead of the old spring drop down where they would latch in there, and if you stepped, you put the pressure plate, and then it would just fall, you know, like snap behind. Well, this had like the drop style, so like the kitten would go to get in there while another animal's in there or getting in there, and it would come down. Like, yeah, it unalived 2 of my kittens that way. Their trap did, and they were like, well, we ain't doing nothing about it. And that's when I, you know, figured out where my property line was at. And yeah, it was supposed to be a live trap. They weren't alive when I found them. So when I heard my other kitten, you know, out there making noise, when I found out, I cut the trap in half. The dude literally had 3 pieces of a trap that he could not use. And he started yelling at me saying, oh, well, that's the neighbor guys, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at him, I was like, well, you guys have known where my property line is. It's been marked once already. You've been told, you know, to move your fence. You didn't want to. You guys have, unfortunately, lost 2 of my cats. I don't know how many you've given away. I was like, and you're going to complain about a $60 trap? I was like, how about you worry about the $60 it's going to cost for you to get your jaw wired shut if you keep running your mouth to me, dude? You don't do that to my animals, and you don't do that on my property. I was like, if you really want to get stinky about it, let me step off my porch, and I'll pay you $60 to get that jaw wired shut. That's exactly what I told him. He jumped in his truck, he burned off, left. I ain't seen him since. And they haven't put a trap out there. They haven't put anything out along the fence. They haven't done nothing. And I had to physically threaten this dude that I was going to wire his jaw shut for him. Just to get him to realize that you're doing that on somebody else's property. You don't do that on somebody else's property and unalive their pets and or be trying to give them away to other people just because you don't like cats. Period. You know what I mean? Come to my house, you do it. You're going to lose something. And he lost out on a $60 live trap. So, yeah. Forget him. And now he mows the property. He'll give me this like stink eye every time. And I'll put my hands out like, what, dude? He'll quit mowing. He'll turn around. He'll drive right back home. He won't even finish mowing the section. Either A, he don't want the confrontation with me, or B, he's actually afraid that he'll get hurt. Which I'm hoping for the latter because I would. I know I would. I've known the people for a long time, and he couldn't. He couldn't. Even if he tried, he'd have to have his buddies to help. One of those guys that from a younger era that thought they were cool back in the day, but just couldn't stack the candle. You know what I mean? Oh, because he's what, dating. Well, okay, so the guy's dating the woman behind me, which is fine, whatever. But this woman has known my grandparents, her parents, and my grandparents. They grew up together. So he instantly thought that, oh, well, I'm with her, so now don't stink, right? Well, he realized who he ended up living by, and I was like 19 or 20, and he tried to start a fight with me while I was at a club one time here in my local town. I didn't know the guy. I didn't know him for nothing. And the dude he was drunk, started running. I dropped him right in the parking lot. And now the dude lives behind me. And as soon as he realized who I was, man, he realized his stuff stunk from years back. He don't even mess with me. Yeah, he's a douchebag, man. I couldn't use that word. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to use that word on YouTube. That's one of those words that they kind of get offended by now. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to offend you if I used that word and it got you and your jellies the wrong way. My bad. Got 103. I'm going to spend this money, buddy. I need something. What do I need? Oh, that's what I want to look at. Sugar beets. Are those going to be? I'm not going to get sugar cane or anything like that out of this stuff, am I? What one do I need, man? What one do I need? You know what? Let's go like this. Sugar cane. There we go. Sink what? Huh? No. 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 A defoilator. Okay. So what are you? Digs up sugar beets. Okay, I don't care about digging up, man. Wait, what? Was I not? Oh, it is right there. Jesus God, I am blind. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so I can use that as long as it's okay. So I can plant as wide as I'm gonna freaking want to, really. Oh, there we go. Right there. There it is. That's my cedar. The planter. What planter do I have right now? Cause I love the Criverlin, man. The Criverlin's like one of the best to me. Do I not have? I know I've got a cedar because we're playing grass. We're playing all that good stuff. I got a cedar. I got a cedar. That's what I've got. I got the cedar. Okay, so I kind of want that one because that's my jam. That's the one I like, and it's non-mod style, and I can still plant a sugar beet. I think I'm doing sugar beets, you guys. I think we're gonna do sugar beets. So let us. I'm getting that. I'm getting it. I don't care. Oh, look at that. There's our Michigan license plate. Look at that thing. Looks so cool, don't it? And it's udder pullers. I had to abbreviate it, man. I had to take letters out. It wouldn't let me spell it, man. I think in Michigan you're only allowed technically, I think 7 or 8 letters and or numbers mixed on your thing. So that's at 9. So I mean that might be our max. I think it was. I thought it was 7. Because usually we got like three letters and then 4 numbers, or 3 numbers and 4 letters, or vice versa. So yeah. Did I buy this already? I did. Cool. We can get out of here. And he'll be ready for pickup at our local shop when the season is need. Oh, when is the season, man? Let's check that. I'm not like overstepping my. I don't really. Okay, cool. It's harvest time for sugar cane and sugar beet, so that's cool. So I ain't got to worry about planting sugar beet till. Actually, no, that works. That works because all I'm growing right now is grass and oats or whatever I've been growing over there for straw. I don't even remember what I planted last time, man. That's terrible. Wheat. That's what I got here now. So I had wheat and was it barley? No, what's the other one that does? Oh my god, I don't even remember. That's terrible. You guys, I'm a terrible farmer. I can't even remember what I had sowed the season before. Oh, it's me. It's me. Oh no. We did oats and got straw. Now we're doing wheat and we're gonna get straw. And then we'll do oats and we'll get straw. And we'll keep doing that so we keep getting straw. We got spinach. I'm not really worried about that or the carrots. Really, those I don't even know why I kept them. I think I just kept them because I wanted to fill the silo with something. Truthfully, even though a spinach salad does sound good right now, it really does. With some whole Quaker oats on there, man. That actually would make a really good salad. Everything there. A little bit of ranch, maybe Thousand Islands. I think we're doing good. I'm like missing a couple pieces that we pulled out that we're using currently that I'm not gonna really worry about today. Yeah, crap. Well, we got everything. Oh wait, no, I did. Yeah, I did. I did everything I wanted to do today. I know I was gonna buy some cows. I don't have enough milk to take over yet, so the milkman can't be the milkman. Wink, wink, ladies. Sorry, the milkman's not in town. I'm joking. But anyway. I'm going to call it good for now. I will be back on a stream later today. Not my stream, but a stream, you guys. So make sure you guys are following me on Discord because I am going to be posting a link over there for the interview I'm doing tonight at 9:30. I'm going to be going... I've been asked to join a YouTuber that does interviews. His channel name is BDD Gaming, I believe it is. I think that's what it is, right, Dust Bunny? If you're still here, BDD Gaming. I'm gonna be over there tonight, about 9:30. It's gonna be an hour and a half to 2 hours, he said. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there today or this evening for that. But if I don't, hopefully I'll see you guys back here. Wait, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Ooh, stop, wait. No, I gotta go help my grandmother with some stuff. She ordered a bunch of lumber, so I gotta go pick that up for her tomorrow morning. So I will not be on tomorrow morning. Pending, though, on what time I get back from getting the lumber and, getting unstacked for her because we're redoing her screened-in porch this weekend. We're putting a new floor in it. The old floor, has been in there for years. It's starting to rot out, so we're replacing that this weekend. So no Saturday or Sunday morning stream for me. If anything, it'll be in the afternoon. In the afternoons, I am going to continue with my ARK. So if you guys missed the farm sim, don't worry. I'll be back, but I will be on in the afternoons on the weekends for that. I'm just trying to make sure I let you guys know what I got going on instead of last minute, because I've kind of been half button it all by kind of last minute crap. So tomorrow morning, no morning stream. If I get home early enough, I'll try to get a couple hours of the farm sim in. Other than that, tomorrow night will be full on ARK Ascended because I've got my interview thing tonight. So yeah, I think that about sums it up. So I'll be streaming every day, other than those specified times. But with that being said, hopefully you guys all enjoyed the stream. If you did, please help out. Smash that like. Subscribe if you haven't. Remember, it's always free. 100%. You can always change your mind. But with that being said, y'all have a great day. Y'all stay safe. Peace out. And we're going to see you guys back here in the next one.